The Esoteric Order of Roleplayers present Neon Masquerade, a Vampire the Masquerade duet chronicle featuring David Larkins and Desiree Valdez.
Santa Monica Boulevard, give me a reason to exist. Give me slaughter on the avenue, give me one last holy kiss. In this night, not the living dead, they come from the grave to devour human flesh. They want to be served, arise in the shattered hour.
Okay, we're live again.
No, you can't say again, because that actually that's actually highly irritating, because nobody knows that it's again.
Yeah, they have no idea that we just recorded an entire 4-hour session and had to scrub it all. Now we're starting over.
No,
again.
that's not.
And we're recreating a session word perfect.
No, that's not what happened.
So, we're back. Amazingly, it's only been a little, like 2 weeks? A week and a half?
A
week?
Yeah, it's actually,
session?
thank God.
Yeah.
Which is, actually, that's the bone that I had to pick with you, because I'm just going to say, based on, I've listened to our previous sessions as I tried to do, because I'm so self-obsessed that that's the only thing I can listen. No, I'm kidding.
You only respond to the sound of your voice.
No. But I've been listening to them just so that I remember what's going on in the story.
Mm-hmm.
Story, Chronicle. No, but stories are... How dare you?
Oh, right.
Stories are the individual things that you are referring to as chapters.
That before. I was. Yeah.
Incorrect.
Can you blame me? Can you blame me?
No.
No.
No, yes, I can blame you, actually.
No, you can and you do. On a frequent basis. For all manner of ills, real and imagined.
Mostly imagined.
Yeah.
So anyway, I was saying that the lag, and this isn't just to kind of start with a bitch session, but...
Well, no, you said you had a lot to say, and you wanted to wait until the mic was on, so...
So the world can know?
Let's see, the world will know.
No. I think that Newsies.
Yeah.
So...
You can't have a Newsies reference in a World of Darkness session. That's not how it works.
Oh, well, scrap this session. I guess we're scrubbing another 4-hour thing. Okay, so what I was trying to say is due in part to your busy schedule and whatever my... No, I'm always wanting to play this game, honestly. So
yeah, no, it's all me.
So it's all on you. Yeah. And
I freely admit that.
I'm not trying to blame anybody, but I'm just saying that the lag... the way I game, again, since I'm so interested in this...
Our vampire recordings are always the first hour is just bullshitting anyway, so go on. It's like going over game mechanics or going whoa, I really fucked that up last session, let me tell you how. Or, and analyzing what the fuck is wrong with the pretentiousness of the setting and so forth. So you're right in there. You're right in the pocket. Go.
Anyway... What I'm trying to say is just giving people a glimpse into how this process goes. So, due to the lag time between sessions,
yes,
I usually don't take notes because I view it as a way to play. It impedes my ability to play organically. With my gut, based on channeling this character, whatever this character is, I'm having it come through me to play and to exist.
And you feel like taking notes?
It intellectualizes it too much for me.
Well, what did you say? You referenced this earlier, and you said it was like being in a meeting or something.
It's very academic.
Yeah.
And so I don't like that at all. And so I don't even like taking notes at meetings. Let's put it that way.
Wow.
But I do. And so I realized that the lag time between our sessions is so much so that I've actually forgotten a lot of things I was supposed to do.
Yeah.
And then I totally got distracted by some other motive or something that I was going to do. I'm going to do that instead. And then I completely forgot what I was told to do by certain people. And so I don't do it. But it kind of fits with the concept that I have of this 21-year-old guy who, is just kind of clueless in general. And so...
Yeah.
But I don't
It actually worked out okay,
It did.
Yeah.
But I just feel like it's worrisome. That bothers me because there's things that now... And I was saying this earlier, too, that because I was trying to ignore the fact that Karen existed, but she's kind of being pushed in my face again, that I'm going to have to deal with her. So before I was kind of avoiding having to engage with my infamous sire. And but now I'm going to have to. And I think that there's like some things that I gotta do some detective work, so it might be a little, yeah, we're gonna have to do some detective work around that, on top of the fact that, yeah, so I was kind of trying to avoid all that.
Yeah.
But now I can't.
Yeah.
But then in listening to old episodes, what I'm trying to say is that I was like, oh, I was supposed to bring Karen up at the last rant. Instead of bringing up my ridiculous theory of trying to promote, trying to save my acting career. At this point, I think Aaron is letting that go because he's realizing that he can't. He has to get this shit sorted out before it's Maslow's pyramid of self-actualization and his hierarchy in the hierarchy. So he needs to get his base stable in terms of food, clothing, shelter, air, etc. And then he can build up into the self-actualizing top of the pyramid where he's actually like an actualized person or vampire. So so that said, I
self-actualized blood-sucking corpse.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So so I just want to say in my defense that the lag time has really not been very helpful for me, based on my playing style.
Yeah.
Which I try to just kind of shoot from the hip.
Yeah.
Because I want to do the gut instinct of what my character would do, as opposed to taking notes and then looking at those notes and going, okay, I'm going to do this now based on blah.
Yeah.
Like that's not how I roll.
Sure.
But I could see it being a very helpful tool when you are lagging. But I kind of resent the fact that I have to take notes.
Right.
I guess. It's a mixed bag. And I don't think this is bullshit. I think this is just something that is part of my process of playing.
Well, you realize the way I was using the term bullshitting.
No.
Just talking stuff.
Shooting the shit. Not bullshit. Bullshit's different than shooting the shit.
Okay.
Shooting the shit's just talking.
Fine.
Bullshit is like nonsense, nobody cares, lies, obfuscation.
How many dots in obfuscate?
Anyway, I still want to know. Wait, really, really quickly.
Yeah.
I have a lot of questions. So that said, I have a piece of paper that I'm able
just maxed out the mic. All right.
I'm able to scribble on.
Yeah.
But one thing I want to say is, what the fuck is science? And
magnets. How do they work?
Science with a Y.
Science with
I don't even think you know that's wrong.
Yeah.
But I think science, and can you give me just a little bump to see? I have two dots in investigation.
Do you know?
I don't know why.
Do you know?
I don't know why. So
wow. The
things I want to know are, well, a couple things. One thing is, remember my performance. I don't think you use that enough in terms of me being
well, that's
able
not
to...
my job to remember that. You have to be like, hey, can I use my performance instead?
Okay, all right. I'm still.
Trust me, I'm juggling enough shit over here. So
have 5 tons later.
But I'm more than happy to help you nail down what these skills cover, so that you can,
I just want to make sure that I'm using my abilities to the best of my ability. And so I just need a little quick briefing in investigation, medicine, occult, and science.
You have dots in those?
Why do I have dots in occult? A dot in occult.
You have dots in occult, that I do remember. You have dots in occult because of Derek's horror movie collection. Oh. So you've watched tons of horror movies with Derek.
That's okay. Thank you for reminding me that.
So you picked up a lot of, sort of ersatz
tropes. So I'm not much better than Karen in terms of what I am.
No, but you'd be like, what's their nuts and Scream? It's like, don't you know the rules of a slasher movie?
You've never seen Scream,
yeah.
So you can't really.
I know enough about it.
I can't believe you haven't seen Scream.
What do you want to know about?
I want to know about occult. Investigation and science, or medicine and science. So medicine, I think we did because I lived on a farm, and I worked with my dad with the animals. So there's some element of medicine that I might know, but it would be like animals,
right?
right?
Probably.
Well, then define medicine,
Investigation.
science, and investigation for me, please.
Science
Also,
and
expression. What is expression, too?
Oh, and performance, right? You wanna
No,
know
I already know it.
performance?
No, I don't want to know about it. I'm just saying, why I have a 4 in performance. I need to be using that more.
Yeah, that governs your. Okay, so yeah, that's basically just artistic performance.
But I could use it
Technical
as
know-how,
acting.
the ability to work an audience and enrapture them with your show. So,
But it's still like, well, and then expression?
expression is your ability to get your point across clearly, whether through conversation, poetry, or even in 140 characters or fewer. Derp.
Did they seriously say that?
Yeah.
That's what it says there?
Yeah.
What
Well,
kind of Twitter?
This is the 20th anniversary edition, so they're trying to like bring
Be
it into
cool
the
with the
21st
kids.
century. Yeah, vampires have their own blogs and shit like
No,
that.
they do not.
So anyway,
No, they don't.
so this
Can you imagine?
this would actually be a good skill to use at a rant when you're trying to.
I think we did. I think
Yeah.
we
Did we
used
use
that,
expression?
and I didn't do very well.
Okay.
But what I will say is I definitely could use that.
Yes.
On top of the fact that vampires don't have blogs, because that would be like documenting every second of your life. Like, remember we were talking earlier about like the rants being a monthly thing?
Yeah.
Where I viewed that as like it almost being like a daily meeting.
Yeah.
Like in a vampire's mind, the time, like linear time is so strange at this point because you're existing. But like, so a month is like, what is that? You know? So it'd feel like a day
to do my dark bidding online.
on the internet.
What are you bidding on? Oh, bidding on this piece of
This
furniture.
table.
Here, this table. Anyway, so
No, but do you understand like what I'm trying to say?
I get what you're trying to
And
say.
so having a blog, which I view as like kind of a daily or weekly exercise, that would be like documenting every second you're alive.
my counterpoint to that.
Oh, please
What do
do.
you think all those blogs that only get updated once every 6 months are all about? Those are vampire.
Those are run by
blogs.
vampires?
Those are vampire blogs. Any blog that goes more than a week without being updated is definitely being run by a vampire. Secondly, you're thinking of older vampires. You gotta remember the neonates, the Aaron Evans of the world, the vampires who were like, "But what about my blog? I have 150,000 hits a month," and they don't want to give it up, so they keep it going, even though it was a food blog and now they don't like food anymore.
Well, I would like food. I can eat
You
food.
would, yeah.
But I think, what the fuck would a vampire do with a Twitter account? Like, for real.
Uh-huh.
For real. Like, what hashtags would the vampire have? Like,
Hashtag bloodthirst, hashtag frenzy, hashtag feed the beast.
frenzy problems.
Frenzy.
That would be mine for sure.
The Daily Frenzy, that's your blog.
That's so great. But I think, hashtag frenzy problems. Hashtag frenzy problems. See, my notes are already coming in handy.
Yeah, and then you're going to look at that note and be like, what the fuck was I talking
Why was I talking about frenzy problems and the daily frenzy?
Yeah.
Okay, so
All right,
science,
so investigation.
investigation.
You've learned to notice details others might overlook. It might make an
Yeah.
admirable detective. This knowledge represents not only a good eye for detail, but also an ability to do research and follow leads. Such research may include internet searches or more specific research
Ass.
techniques like hitting the law books and periodicals archives of the library.
How about just talking to people?
So how many dots do you have?
I have 2.
Wow, so you are actually on par with a police officer. Like you could...
My brother's a cop.
Yeah.
Writing all this
there
down.
you go. There you go.
Bro was police, or is a police officer.
Watched a lot of Columbo.
All right.
One more thing. All right, so then you've got medicine, right?
Yeah.
Understanding of how the human body, and to a lesser extent the vampiric body, works. This ability covers knowledge of medicines, ailments, first aid procedures, diagnosis or treatment of disease. Medicine is of great use to those kindred with interest in repairing, damaging, or reworking the human body.
That's kind of
And
good.
you've got 1 dot.
I have 1 dot.
So that's CPR certified.
So I was a Boy Scout, as I mentioned before. I'm a Boy Scout, so I had a CPR class,
Yeah.
and I kind of have an understanding of how the body works, and then also being on the farm and like working with animals and just safety things on the farm. Okay.
And then science with a Y.
Science.
You have at least a basic understanding of most of the physical sciences, such as chemistry, biology, physics, and geology. This knowledge, how many dots do you have in this?
1.
Okay. This knowledge can be put to all forms of practical use. In most cases, a player should select a specialty to reflect, focus, But this isn't actually necessary. So
Why did I get so excited
one dot,
about
you know most of the high school basics. So maybe you took an AP science course or something in high school. Like your guidance counselor encouraged you to take an AP science course or two.
Yeah, because I was, remember the whole backstory was that I was hoping to get recruited by a college for football.
Right.
But I didn't.
That's right.
And so I think I was definitely college bound.
Yeah.
But then I was like, fuck that shit. I'm going to Hollywood and market my good looks and witty personality.
And delicious jugular. All right.
So, that said...
Yep. Does that cover your...
Covers my questions.
Okay.
But I have a lot of stuff that I want to do tonight, so you better be ready.
Oh, I'm ready. All right. Well, let's get it going then. So, one thing I wanted to check with you on in terms of... Speaking of keeping notes... One thing I haven't been very good about is marking off days on the calendar.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
That's been pretty freaking bad. I think we need to get an actual printout of a calendar.
Well, I was wondering in the course of your re-listening to the episodes, I have a calendar here, but I need to print it out.
Well,
obviously.
okay. So...
Because my memory was that the rant was on the 13th.
The rant was, yes, it was on the 13th. That was a Thursday. Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Salvador got shot.
Yep.
All that crazy shit went down.
Right.
I got the call from Olivia Monday, early Tuesday morning.
Early Tuesday. So you met with her Tuesday
night. So it's the 14th.
Right.
So now it's the 5th. Well, I don't know what day it is.
I mean, we're going to pick up early AM of the 15th, basically. Right.
No, of the 16th, you mean?
Well, no, if you met with her on the night of the 14th. Yeah.
Oh.
And you escaped from the building.
Right, you're right.
So it's after midnight, so it's...
Yeah, I know how that works.
Okay.
It's okay, you don't have to explain
You
that
know
to
how the
me.
clock works. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. It's important. That's an important life skill.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Right.
it's early AM.
Am I still in this elevator with...
Petrodon?
Am I still trying to escape from this fucking rampage that took place?
Let's see.
Because Olivia was in the elevator with us.
Yes, she was.
And I don't know where to take her or
Right.
where she should go to be safe.
Right. So let's bring it in with you.
Damn.
Let's bring it in with you exiting the building.
With her.
With her.
And I have my van there.
Yeah. As far as the people who were after you or any of the other people you were with, you have no idea. You emerge onto this city street. There was obviously
No, a parking garage.
Oh yeah. You're in the parking garage.
Yeah, I want to get to my vehicle to get the fuck out of there.
So you took the elevator all the way down to P1.
Okay.
And
technically I parked on P3, but okay, it's fine.
Why would you park on P3? You got there at like 10 o'clock.
That's true. I'm kidding. I just... Alright, go.
Or, you could have parked on...
Oh, no.
So,
No.
Roll a D3 and see what level we parked on.
Oh,
anyway,
stop.
So,
it's bad enough I'm
I did really
taking
like
notes.
my ad hoc mechanic to figure out when the elevator is going.
Oh, I think that was really great.
Yeah.
I like that quite a bit too.
Yeah, that was fun.
It's all good.
Anyway, so you...
Yeah, you're a perfect GM. Go on.
Thank you. So you, the elevator dings, ding, and you see this parking garage stretching out in front of you. There's just the sound of the air circulating fans thrumming in the background.
Are there vehicles of those people, like their motorcycles or?
You don't see anything.
There's no other vehicles that look like they belong to them.
No.
Where the
You just
fuck
see your
comes
van.
Jesus.
And
Okay.
like a couple, like obviously like maintenance crew.
Yeah.
Trucks.
Well, it would be also people live there, right? I mean, Olivia, that's where she lives. You said that was like her office /
Did I?
Yeah.
I thought I just said it was her office because that's how I intended it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's
Fine.
in Century City. Nobody lives in Century City.
Okay. That's not true, but I think. Okay, fine. So I am getting her in the van. We are hustling.
Okay.
We are moving. Petrodon, is he with us?
You don't see him. You kind of sensed him pushing you into the elevator. If you
And we
recall.
talked.
Oh, and you did talk. That's right.
He said you have to get rid of Karen.
That's right. Oh, well, no, but that was before everything went down.
No, it wasn't. It was after.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Thanks for re-listening to the episode.
Yeah.
It's sad that it was only a week ago. Anyway.
Well, yeah, he was basically saying, like, you need to make sure like you have to make good on this. Olivia,
right. He
like
said,
Olivia,
I'll give you a fortnight and all that.
Yeah, and then that Olivia won't remember anything from this night.
Yes.
However, I don't know where she... Oh, does she have her bag on her? Like her purse or any of that?
No.
She knows where she lives, though. Will she remember me?
Yeah, I mean, you can ask her questions.
No, let me ask her. Okay,
Yeah.
let me talk to her. Okay,
Yeah.
so we're hustling to my van.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta get you home.
She just sort of nods and says, "Yeah, I think that's a good idea."
Okay, so where are... She has no idea what's happening.
No.
So, where's your house?
Hold on one second. So she gives you directions.
Okay.
She lives in Woodland Hills.
What?
Mm-hmm.
She works all the way in...
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I take her to Woodland Hills.
Okay. So you get in the van, and she's not like, she's kind of in like a post-hypnotic state, where it's like she's not like a total zombie, but she's not really like talking.
All right, no, and I don't want to push.
She's just kind of looking out the window.
Yeah, I'm not going to push anything.
As you drive up the mostly empty 101, nice thing about being a vampire in LA, hardly ever any traffic. Heyo.
I'm sure that's changed though now.
Oh God, probably. Anyway, so yeah, you drop her off at her place, kind of a ranch-style house, in the valley.
Nice.
That's nice.
Okay, so I make sure she gets into her house. I check out the whole house, make sure nobody's there.
So you walk her in?
Yes.
Okay.
I walk her in. I'm checking all the bedrooms, all the closets. I'm checking everything.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay.
You do.
All right.
Seems to
Everything's
be
fine. Okay.
Yeah.
So I look at her. So what is she doing? Like,
she says she just yawns.
I get her some water.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So she's finishing up her water, and then she just yawns very broadly, and she says, "Oh, what a long day. I'm gonna get some sleep."
Okay. So I'm just gonna turn to her and I'm gonna say, "I appreciate all of your help, but you won't see me again."
So she just kind of nods at you.
And so then I leave. I make sure the door's lock the door once I leave.
Okay.
So then I leave.
All right.
So I'm just like, oh. So I get in my van and I drive. I'm going to drive back to... What time is it?
Figure it's about 1:45.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to Taste of LA.
Okay. All right. So you get there around 1:30.
Okay.
And,
who's there?
Well, let's see here.
Because the people need to effing know. Like, maybe people know who these people are.
I should have a random Taste of LA table to roll on.
Well, I'm wondering if the girl that was asking about Dasher's there. Dasher the vampire.
Dasher.
I wonder if she found him.
Oh,
That was the most
Dasher.
compelling part of the whole rant for me. Because I predicted the head Muhammad was going to come with the head.
Yeah.
And the Irish guy completely shut me down.
Yeah.
And then wouldn't talk to me. And nobody was helping me in any sort of capacity. They're just staring at me, and it was very awkward.
So as you drive to Taste of LA,
Yeah. I am checking my mirrors at all times to see if any of these fuckers are following me.
you don't see any motorcycle headlights or
anything. I don't know what they drive
or anything.
I don't know what they drive.
Sinister. You don't see another van following an old van following you.
Covered in foil.
Yeah.
No, I never. I am on high alert.
Okay.
I'm high alert.
Okay.
My awareness, or my alertness and awareness combined is 6. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
That's actually a rule, I think, in this edition. I know it was in the later edition, where if you have a combined number of dots in something that's higher than like what the difficulty would be, then usually that's like considered an automatic success.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So.
All right.
Anyway, yeah, you don't detect anyone following you. You find yourself sort of noticing more than you normally would think you would.
What do you mean?
Billboards for Universal Studios. Yep.
Why am I noticing this? They have a new campaign out. Big whoop.
Big whoop.
Big whoop.
Big wow.
They have a new campaign.
Big whoop.
Big whoop. right, so make it to Taste of LA, please.
Yep, you
in
sure
one
do.
piece.
You sure do.
All right, I hop out of my van. I run into the I run into the coffee shop.
All right.
Who's there?
There at Taste of LA, you see Gloria Martinez, the Baron of Whittier.
Okay.
Jesus Ramirez, the right-hand man of Salvador.
Okay.
Talking with Crispus.
Oh yes. And who else?
And
Just
you
random
also
assortment?
you see a couple you don't recognize.
Okay. The gold farbs are there.
And the gold barbs, yeah.
I interrupt them.
Jesus and Crispus.
And Gloria's is she talking with them?
No, she's just kind of chilling.
Okay, so Gloria's cool. So I'm hoping that I think she was pretty nice to me at the rant when I met her. So, does she see me?
Yeah.
So I'm going to motion her over here to where with Crispus and Jesus.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, so are they talking?
Yeah, but they look up at you.
Okay, so I am like so ramped up, I'm just
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah, hey man, what's up?
How's Salvador doing?
Yeah, well, he's doing all right. The wounds are almost completely gone at this point.
Okay, because he might want to hear about this. I don't know, but I don't want to stress him out.
Yeah, well, no, he's not here right now. So.
Where is he?
Oh, he's just doing his thing. Vampires gotta get fed, son.
All right, whatever. You are not going to believe this. Okay, there's a lot of things going on now. Crispus, I told you that Louis and this shadow, his name is Petrodon, vampire guy, Kindred guy. They want me to spy on Karen. However, things have gotten ramped up considerably, which actually culminated in 3. I don't even know what they were. Maybe but I do know they were vampires, right?
Yes, that you know.
3 other vampires I've never seen before, but I've never seen a lot of them. But I've never seen them. I don't know who they are. They came in, so I'm like completely like jumping all over the place. Okay. So I'm like, okay, calm down. There was a hit. I think there was a hit placed on Louis and Petrodon. Louis and Petrodon were meeting with me again because they want me to spy on and now kill Karen. When we were having this meeting and talking about this, these 3 vampires come in out of freaking nowhere and just shoot up the place. And I don't know if he's still alive. I barely got out of there alive just now.
So Crispus kind of leans forward and he's like, Petrodon? Mm-hmm. You didn't tell me his name was Petrodon.
I didn't know his name. He was a shadow when I first met him.
Was he like pretty fucking ugly?
At first. But then like over the course of the evening after in the process of us getting attacked, then he looked different. He looked like a normal guy.
Right.
But at first he was hideous.
Yeah, well those Nosferatu, they can do that.
What the fuck? What are you talking about?
Nosferatu, it's
an actual thing?
It's a thing. It's a bloodline. It's a thing. They all look hideous in their natural form.
Okay, my occult skill, my brain is reeling like, oh shit, Nosferatus really exist. I just talked to one. What the fuck? Like, I can't wait to tell Derek. Okay, so
yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, never mind that. So Justicar Petrodon,
yes,
was in the same room as
Louis, and then Louis,
Fortier.
his bevy of assistants, Catherine, Elena, and Marielle, they were all there too. And then something happened in the process of this attack where the sound got completely sucked out of the room and we couldn't hear anything. And a vampire spit at me, like with their blood. So
Jesus and
Gloria,
Crispus and Gloria all exchange concerned looks, and Gloria says, "What was an Assamite doing there?"
Assamite. What is that? What is an Assamite?
It's another clan. Bunch of fucking assassin types.
That's what it was. They had double-barrel shotguns. They ambushed us. And I was technically ambushed by Louis and Petrodon in that moment. I had no idea that they want me to. I have this feeling like diabolarize is a bad word.
Yeah.
Like it's a really bad thing to say out loud.
Yeah. Say it anyway.
But they want me to diabolarize Karen.
So from across the room, there's a sound of a glass breaking.
Not again. Is it Murray again?
Yeah.
He's so sensitive.
Yeah.
He must have super good hearing.
Of course he does. So they all kind of simultaneously sit back in their seats, like, you know.
Ugh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And Gloria says, "Can you prove any of this?"
I did not record the conversation, but when I was first, I don't even know what to say. When I was first, I don't know, 2 weeks ago, when all this started, I was brought into Louis' mansion and was told that Karen needed to be stopped and that she was irresponsible, and my argument was that she had never been embraced by anybody in this community to know that she's not the only vampire that exists, which is what she thinks she is. That she doesn't know any of the etiquette. She knows nothing about this masquerade that exists. And so she needed to be stopped. But only now they're telling me that I need to get rid of her. Or else I'm gonna get... I don't know what they're gonna do to me, but it's bizarre.
So it's just kind of stunned silence.
Yeah. So I need to tell as many people about this as possible.
No. You need to keep it quiet.
Why?
Because Louis Fortier is 250 years old, and he is a baron in Los Angeles. He is one of the most powerful vampires.
He may be dead, for all we know. They had dragon's breath bullets.
If he's dead, then we can go and we can reassess the situation. But assuming he got out of that, which is a safe assumption.
Who's saying this? Christmas?
You don't want to be putting your word against his. These are serious. You don't understand.
I don't.
These are the most serious accusations on multiple levels. Killing another vampire, sucking not just their blood out of their body, but their soul out of their body, because that's what is involved.
Okay, so I was just like, my brain is like swimming. Okay.
This is what we're talking about. That is pretty much the way to get every other kindred in the city on your ass. Secondly, asking someone to do that? No.
They did it. Why? You have to believe me. Why would I make something like this up?
Listen, I'm not saying whether I believe you or not in this moment.
I know, but I'm just...
But you have to consider how that's going to sound. Your cracker ass just sat up yesterday and said, "Hey, I think it would be a really great idea to breach the Masquerade. Who's with me?" Then you're going to come out and say one of the most respected kindred leaders in the community is trying to force you into committing the most heinous crime our kind recognizes. Thirdly, Justicar Petrodon. He is a Camarilla tool. He works with the Camarilla. They are not supposed to be here. This is the anarch-free states. Camarilla is not welcome. So first of all, he shouldn't even be here. Secondly, he's obviously here at the sufferance of Louis. So that's not good for Louis. None of that is good for him.
Why do we care what happens to him? He's obviously up to no good.
Well, personally, I, up until this evening, thought he was a pretty good guy, pretty decent. But, however, be that as it may, one way or the other, we need to make sure that your accusations have some merit before we can go around spouting them off. You understand? Because if it's just your word against his, no one's going to believe you. And you'll get run out of town on a rail at best.
All right. So what do you suggest we do? Because all I'm thinking right now is that I'm going to have to record a conversation with Louis. But can vampires' voices even be recorded? I don't know.
Usually.
All right, fine. Well, anyway, I can record a conversation with him and talk to him about this because I need more clarity on what he wants me to do. But that is what he's... Why would someone of my age make something up and know about all of these things? I don't know any of these people.
Well, that's the only reason I haven't thrown you out of here. You have some credibility. But then again, I know you to a certain extent. Salvador seems to like you.
What would Salvador say about this? So I look at Jesus.
Jesus kind of says, he'd say this what we're saying right now, man.
All right, so I have to record this. I have to get like a recording.
Get a recording. Get something in writing. Get something that can pin.
Well, Petrodon gave me 2 weeks or a fortnight. Is that 2 weeks?
Christmas just nods.
He gave me a fortnight to get this done.
All right. Well, that buys you some time.
I need to go back and I need to find out if Louis is alive. I'm terrified to go back out there because those people, I'd never seen anything like that before.
Yeah, that's a whole other issue. And
Who
I'm sure
are
that's
those people?
And I'm sure that's something that Louis will vouch
Deny?
for. No, if they were gunning for him, he'll probably bring it up. If he doesn't, well, that's interesting in and of itself.
What would cause something to take the sound out of a room like that?
Fucking Assamites, they can do that. They can just shut down the sound in the room so that their enemies can't communicate, alarms can't be heard, phone calls can't be made, that kind of thing.
Yeah, Catherine was trying to call somebody.
Yeah, probably Louis' backup. He's only got about 3 dozen ghouls and retainers who could have probably come to his aid in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, but like, part of me was wondering if, because they went for Petrodon first. So I'm wondering if this hit was meant for Petrodon and Louis set it up because he knows that if Louis is such a great guy, which is what you're saying, maybe he set up the hit, but they were shooting at him too. So, but Petrodon got out of there much more easily, which is why I don't know if Louis is okay.
So Gloria says, yeah, that's a good point. Louis might be trying to lure Petrodon. He might not be quite the turncoat he appears.
Because I agreed to take care of Karen only just to get them off my back.
Of course.
So, anyway, well, I don't know if I feel better having talked to you, but at least you know what's going on. I will try to find out what I can, but what I needed to ask you is, and you're my starting point, I guess, and I guess I need to talk to Salvador about this too, but so if you guys could relay this to him, because I'm going to have to find him and talk to him about this, because so you're saying if I was going to do that to Karen that I would be cast out?
Well, yes and no. I mean, I can't pretend that doesn't happen and that people don't get away with it.
Did you all know about Karen?
Yeah.
Why didn't you frickin' bring her here and talk to her?
We just thought she was kind of harmless,
She is harmless. I don't even know where she is now. She's disappeared. I have to find her.
Well, once you do, we're willing to offer our protection, as we were before.
She doesn't seem to trust it. No, she didn't slip away. She escaped on purpose because for some reason, I think her instincts are pretty damn good, based on the fact that she has survived this long without knowing anything about you guys. But I don't know how long she's lived in. How long has she been in California? I don't. Anyway, all I'm saying is, diablerizing would be bad.
Yes.
And so if I did that, it would change my standing in the community as being a loser guy that nobody cares about to a guy who diablerized his sire and stay away from him. Like, I don't get it.
Oh, you'd be killed. You'd be killed.
But I'd acquire her powers.
You would become more powerful.
Because she can turn into a wolf and stuff. I mean, like, she can do stuff.
Sure.
So what, can you give me any case studies? Not case studies, sorry, that's Desiree talking. Can you give me...
Cite your sources.
Can you give me any examples of what's happened to somebody who diablerized their sire? Their sire! I'm not talking about another vampire. I'm talking about their sire.
It's happened.
And?
Well, usually the community bands together. They call what's referred to as a blood hunt. Every kindred in the community begins hunting for the diablerist. When he is found, the permission is granted to take them out.
Have people who've diablerized, there have to be some people who've escaped from that blood hunt.
Yeah. And there are those who get away with it without even being hunted.
How?
So they all look a little uncomfortable, and Crispus says, "Well, look, obviously you didn't hear it from us, but my understanding is when it is done, the victim basically crumbles away to dust. So there are no actual remains."
So how can you prove someone was...
Well, it's such a debased act that it actually taints your
aura.
That eventually clears up, I guess you could say, goes away. But for a period of time afterwards, it's detectable. So...
When was the last time there was a blood hunt?
Here in LA, there were quite a few. Oh boy. But yeah, no, we haven't had a lot since and he kinda looks at Jesus like, wait, what? Like, Jesus says, I don't know, like 68, I guess. It's like, yeah, there were a lot. But anyway, not all of those were because of diablerie.
So
the Anarch Free States were not born through peaceful means.
So how do you know somebody actually did it? Based on the aura?
That's pretty much the only way to know.
And that fades over time, but you don't know how long it takes.
It seems to vary.
Have you heard about people doing that to their sires? Like,
sure, it happens.
Could it happen accidentally?
No. It's a very conscious act. There are some kindred who almost become addicted to it. They say that there's no ecstasy like the ecstasy of draining the soul of another kindred. And some turn into monsters who exclusively hunt other vampires. Those are the worst of the worst, the most debased of the debased.
So it can't happen if... Well, never mind. Wait, pause. So no, not literal pause.
Not
just
pause.
Like out of character.
Yeah.
So I was talking to you about like an accidental frenzy taking place.
Yes.
So they're saying that can't happen that way.
Well, it could start that way.
It could start that way,
but it has to be a conscious decision.
Like I'm gonna keep going.
Finish the deed.
I'm gonna keep going. So there's a stopping point. There is a feeling of I'm gonna shoot my wad.
Basically.
Like yes. I could stop, but I can't. You
exactly.
hit a point of no return.
You do hit a point of no return, exactly.
And then you're like, this is happening. Really? Okay, so that's the best way I can like equate it with.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's okay. That's pretty much it.
Oh man! But then at one point you can't stop, but you can kind of go, okay, if I pull out now. if I withdraw myself from this situation, I'll be able to stop myself.
Yes.
But if I keep going,
Yes.
at this one point, then the blood and the soul is everything's coming out.
Mechanically, the way I
apologies.
The way I would handle it mechanically is that if you were in a frenzy, I would say, okay, you've gotten to this point of no return. You're going to keep going because of your frenzy. If you don't want to do that, you know what?
If I botch it, then
no.
Oh.
If you don't want to do that, spend a willpower point to have a moment of clarity. Because remember, you can spend a willpower point to kind of take control,
right,
for a moment, and then spend that willpower point, and then you can make your decision, basically. So it would come down to spending. So if you were frenzying with 0 willpower, which is unlikely, but you know, if you were frenzying with 0 willpower, then you would you just do it automatically. That's the only time it would happen automatically. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay. All right. So I've talked to them. So can you please tell Salvador this is what's going on?
We will give him the message, absolutely.
And have you heard anything about where Karen could possibly be?
Sorry, man.
Alright. I'm gonna leave.
As you leave...
Oh, no!
So there's a little, boxy TV up above the bar. That's, usually...
Oh, shit! Yeah.
usually just, kept on a low volume. And as you're leaving, all of a sudden, it's as if the volume got turned way up on the TV, even though nobody's around it. And it's a commercial that's come on for the Castle Dracula live show at Universal Studios.
Featuring...
It's just like a 15-second spot,
I thought Karen, that's when Karen escaped, because she's like, ooh, I got this opportunity
oh my God,
to run Castle Dracula.
No, she's not that stupid. Sweet, time to relaunch my career. No, but it's like the Castle Dracula
show.
Yeah, exactly.
Are those like the ads that I was seeing?
You were just seeing billboards for Universal Studios, but
but this is like a feature. This is a attraction.
Yeah, and it's totally corny. It's like they're showing footage from the live show, and it's like fucking Dracula, Bride of Frankenstein, Frankenstein's monster,
Wolfman, and mummy. Is there a mummy?
There's a mummy.
Oh,
and then you're even pretty sure you see the Incredible Hulk on stage.
Wait, why?
By the way, this is real. This is a real thing.
Yes, it is. It is, isn't it? Why is the whole
The only thing I changed is that the Castle Dracula show closed in '83 to make room for the Conan Swords and Sorcery Adventure live show. But I figured in the world of darkess, Castle Dracula show kept going. So
it did.
Yeah. As much as I love the Conan show, but
Yeah. So when I'm like, Universal Studios, it's a whole other conversation. So basically, so I see this.
Yes.
And it's just so surreal.
Yeah.
But it makes me think of Karen. And because I remember when I was talking to her, and she was like, when I said that there are werewolves, and this is one of my second times I visited her, and I was like, there's werewolves in this, and she's like, what are there, mummies? And she was just being very flippant about it.
Yeah.
And couldn't believe it. Okay, so I'm thinking of Karen, and I get into my van. Well, I'm scared to be outside, actually. So I'm still sitting there looking at the TV.
Okay.
So I'm going to take a step back.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try, I feel like I could, there has to be a way that I can communicate with her telepathically.
By the way, as soon as that commercial ends, the volume goes back to the way it was before.
Okay, that's weird.
And actually do a perception plus...
What?
Is it perception?
Wait, alertness? Okay, wait. Perception.
So you've got,
perception, intelligence,
you've got awareness.
Witness.
Okay, perception plus awareness, please.
Perception plus awareness. Okay, so that's 6.
Okay.
And what's the...
difficulty 5. Not.
But I'm over... So then I'm over the...
Oh, you are, actually. Oh, yeah, so never mind.
Okay.
Never mind. So you also notice, not only did the volume sort of go back down, but you kind of notice, the other people in there, such as there are, including the Goldfarbs, didn't seem to react to the fluctuation of volume in the way you would have. Like, nobody even like went,
like, what is that?
Like, yeah. You seem to be the only one who...
You know what I would like? What would be a nice touch, I think, unless it's just kind of corny, but I think what a nice touch would be one of Karen's shows is on, like it's in a rerun, and they're showing her.
You know, I think that's actually, because you were just asking me the other day, like, so what's the deal with Karen's shows? Is that like in reruns or whatever?
Yeah.
So actually the commercial ends. And it's like, we now return to Mistress Black's midnight movie, because it's like 1:45.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's just it's like the final segment.
Yeah.
And there she is up on the screen. And just like, welcome back, ghoulies. We're gonna finish this one out. In grand Grignol style. So sit back with me and we'll watch the blood flow. And then it picks up with Vampiro Satanicos or whatever screaming. So
I'm like, there has to be a way. So that really gets to me.
Yeah.
Seeing her.
Yeah.
So I'm feeling it's a weird mixture of feelings.
Yeah.
Really strange mixture of feelings. But again, it's not like I can feel it in my body. It's like I feel it on this other level. Because I remember you talking about how in terms of my feelings, like I can't feel the physical symptoms of my emotions. Like I can't feel my heart rate, or I'm not sweating. I'm not flushed. I'm like,
in fact, you have to spend a blood point to emulate
those physical things. So it's this other this. I've been really trying to cut off my emotions. I mean, I'm kind of a reactionary person right now, but like I get overwhelmed with this feeling, and I guess it's emotional, but it's like a combination of like lust and like it's not sentimental, but it's this feeling of connection that I can't really explain, and also disgust. Like it's like a couple different of those emotions combined when I see her, and so I think, because it's such an overwhelming feeling. Like I think about all the vampire movies and horror movies I've watched. Like, there has to be a way that I can communicate with her telepathically, which I'm sure. See, Aaron doesn't know this, but I'm out of character. I'm saying I'm sure there is like a very specific telepathic skill, which I don't have.
Get your disciplines up.
I don't
to
have
a certain
it all.
Level.
Right, but I'm thinking, but Aaron's like, I have to feel it. Like that's how I can find her. I can find her by just thinking really hard and like putting that out there in the ether.
Right.
So I'm gonna really focus on. I'm gonna really, really think about her, who she is, my conversation, like everything about her, and all my experiences with her, even when she turned me.
Yeah.
Or whatever. I'm thinking really hard about this in this moment.
Yeah.
So I'm just standing kind of against the wall with my eyes closed, really thinking to try to be like, where are you?
Yeah. So you're thinking, and then you feel a hand on your shoulder very gently. You open your eyes, and it's Murray's face looking at you. He's like, you okay, buddy?
I just sigh and I'm like, yeah, I'm fine, thanks, man.
Yeah, no problem.
And I leave. So there's no way that I can connect with her telepathically or throw out the energy like I'm looking for you.
Apparently not.
I don't know. I'm putting it out there.
You're putting it out there, I know.
So I'm gonna go to I need some blood. I need fuck this. I need to feed. I am using my brain more than I've ever used it, and it's a dead brain. Okay, so I need to replenish. I need to get up to max blood points.
Oh,
I don't give a fuck. Yeah. I need my fucking enchiladas and eat them now. So I have to
Make it easy, Gazorp Field.
So I'm gonna go, and I'm going to, what's it called?
You're gonna hunt.
What's the club? No, what's the club called?
Club Zombie?
Club Zombie. I'm going to Club Zombie.
Alright.
And I am working my magic.
Working that magic. Alright, so what's your herd level?
Herd level's 3.
Oh.
Or 1, but I get 3.
Alright, so
I have 3 people that I can...
Right, so what is your current blood pool?
9.
Oh, good.
1, 2,
Oh,
3,
wow.
4, 5.
Jeez.
So I have 5 more to fill up.
Yeah.
I want to be full up because I need to.
All right. Well, good. That means you're.
Wait, do I have my any willpower back?
Oh yeah. Let's see. What are you down?
2.
Yeah. Get one back. So you're not considered hungry or hangry, if you will.
No. So that's good. Like I want to get
that. Your threshold for that is 7 minus your self-control. So what's your self-control?
2.
So if you're at 5 or less, you're hungry.
Yeah, no, I'm not hungry, so that's good.
That is good. But you do have that guilty conscience, right? You should buy that off.
No, I don't have a guilty conscience.
What's it called?
Guilt racked.
Guilt racked. Yeah, even worse.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I remember actually. There we go. Guilt racked. Oh boy, 4 points.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you suffer horrible guilt each time you feed. Roll conscience difficulty 7, or else frenzy every time you feed.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend buying that off.
How do I buy it off?
You just pay how many points you got out of it. So if you have 4 experience points, you pay the 4 points and you don't have it anymore.
Okay, well it's a flaw.
Yeah.
So I can buy off my I create flaws
because the
and then I
flaw
can buy
gave
them
you
off.
points to spend during character creation, so you're essentially just paying those
Paying it
points back.
All right, well I only have 3 experience points. Did I get any from our last session?
Oh
This is
yeah,
a carryover.
We went through that already. What did you learn?
Those are the 3.
Yeah, did we?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, because we did it at the end.
Yeah.
And we commented on how unusual that is. Because usually I give you the XP at the beginning of the session.
Okay.
Are we gonna have to go back and double check?
No, but
Alright.
I have 3 experience points here.
You're pretty sure.
Yeah, but I don't want to spend them on guilt racked right now.
Oh yeah, actually I know for sure because you spent all your points at the beginning of last session.
Yes, I did.
And
no,
so-
I do know that. I'd
and
have
so
like
you
I'd have like
3 points.
8 if
Yeah.
or like 10 or something. God forbid.
Okay,
God
so
forbid I have more
here's
than 4.
so here's how it works. You go to Club Zombie
Yeah.
and
Oh, no music.
oh shit. Hold on. Let me cue up some music here. So you go to Club Zombie, and that's what you do, and what they're doing is
Oh, the things they're doing.
the things they're doing. Wait a minute. Let's just okay. There we go. I just got to get some good vampire club music going here.
Oh my God.
So we'll just get that queued up. We'll just bring it in midway through
Right.
the song. So you're walking in. Oh. And all right. So you're walking in, and and so basically you kind of look around and you see a couple of the people in your herd down there gyrating on the dance floor. And so what we're gonna do?
You're gonna start dancing?
You're gonna start. Hey, mind if I suck your blood? So basically,
That's horrible.
I know. Yeah. So basically,
No, I'm gonna make some attempt to lure them to me.
Of course. So we.
They obviously find me charming. I
Of
guess.
course, right. So we gamify that as follows. So there's going to be a difficulty. Now you are in a location where it's going to be very easy to find prey. So that makes it a difficulty 4 task. You're using you kind of like it can be variable in terms of how you make your pool.
Okay.
Because you're kind of like, well, if I just want to like fucking chase after people, and try and run them down and pounce on them.
No.
But listen. If I want to run them down and pounce on them, it would be stamina plus athletics, right?
Right.
But if you're like trying to use your kind of wiles and your charm, you're going to do appearance.
Yeah.
Now they recommend appearance plus subterfuge. But I don't know.
Wait. Appearance?
Yeah.
There's no.
Yeah. Up top.
Oh, yes. Appearance plus subterfuge?
Well, they recommend appearance plus subterfuge, but we were just talking about, what was it?
Performance?
Not performance, it was
Expression?
Expression. You could,
And intimidation.
well, you could go with intimidation if you wanted to, yeah.
Would it also be charisma?
No,
Why not?
because that's not a skill.
But I'm using appearance.
Yes, you are.
I can only use one attribute and one ability?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's going to be appearance, which is 4.
Uh-huh.
Plus expression, which is 3.
Okay, and
Which
now,
I'm making it clear that like what I want.
Yep. Also, you have 1 dot in herd, so you're going to add a dice to your pool. And how many points of fame do you have?
1.
So instead of adding a dice for your point of fame, you reduce the difficulty by 1. So it's actually difficulty 3.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Oh man. So how? I'm not gonna say anything. Okay, difficulty 3.
Yep.
Oh shit. Okay, so I have 2 10s, which I know doesn't matter. I basically I succeeded on 7.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Jeez, them crackers.
I had 8. I was rolling 8 things.
Wow, you didn't roll any ones?
Nope. Thank
Wow.
God.
Jeez, wow.
So I did this with minimum muss and fuss.
Yes.
I'm becoming better and more
No shit.
skilled.
Yeah, you just walk on the dance floor and go. It's like, immediately you got like 2, 1 on each arm, you know. Like. All right, so yeah, you got 7 successes. My goodness. Okay, so
So everyone enjoys themselves.
everyone has a good time. Yeah, you take them back into a darkened booth, and yeah, that's
Do
pretty
my
good.
thing.
Do your thing. So we just need to see how your guilt racked helps here. So
Helps.
yeah, so you're gonna roll your conscience difficulty 7.
Okay, so I have 4 for my conscience. Not self-control, though.
Right.
So 4
4.
for my conscience.
Yes. And you can spend a willpower point to guarantee a success if you want.
I am.
Okay, so go ahead and mark that off.
Okay, so I'll just put 1 here.
Yeah.
Okay. Difficulty
7.
7.
No.
Ooh, 1, 2.
Wow.
So I have 3 successes
altogether.
Wow, I'm on a mission.
You are. So since you rolled 7 successes, we won't even randomize it. We'll just say you're at full max blood pool now.
This is the first time that I've ever been in a full blood pool.
Nice.
Like I've never had a full blood pool before this time.
Excellent.
So I am at 15.
Damn. Okay.
So am I feeling better?
You feel better than you have felt for like the last 2 weeks, basically. You feel totally satiated. You almost feel alive.
Oh, so sad.
Your black little heart goes. Oh. One little rubbery,
a little Grinch blurb.
little rubbery blurb. Yeah.
That's so gross. Wow, I feel amazing. I'm happy. I'm really feeling like I can do anything. Plus, I mean, based on all the shit that happened tonight, I think I'm pretty wanting to like feel as good as possible.
Yeah. Have a good time all
the time. So I am wondering if so what time is it at this point? Like 3 or 2:30?
No, it's getting on to 3.
3. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go back to my freaking apartment.
Yeah. Been a couple days.
It's been a couple days. So check in with Derek.
All right.
So I'm driving to Encino.
Driving to Encino. All right, so Club Zombie is no more.
Yeah.
All right, so you know that is Louis' club.
I know it is.
So it's very ballsy of you to show up there.
Why?
It's Louis' club.
Why? Why is it ballsy?
I don't know. How do you feel about Louis right now?
I'm cool with Louis.
Oh, okay.
Hey man, if it's a place where I can get blood, I don't care.
Okay.
Actually, I realize now I'm gonna go to the Sepulchre.
Which one?
The Sepulchre, the little interior club of the club.
Oh, yeah,
Zombie.
sure.
I'm just gonna see who's there.
Oh, okay, sure. So
No one's there. Alright, fine.
let's see. So it's, you recognize Rose.
Oh, yeah.
And she's there with another lady vamp
Okay.
who you don't recognize. They're just sort of hanging out, talking. They've got a couple blood dolls with them, you know. Rose kind of nods to you when she walks in.
Yeah. No, that's it? Mm-hmm. All right, I'm going to leave.
Okay. All right. Just picturing like a computer game.
All right, I'm heading back to Encino.
All right.
To my apartment.
So you make the drive from downtown LA back to Encino. So you get there, you know, around 3:30. And
is the light on in the...
well, you know, it's an apartment complex, so there's always...
No, I mean in my apartment.
Ah, okay.
The
So as you are walking towards your apartment, you see the lights are off, but the porch light has been left on, which normally Derek turns it off.
Yeah.
There's like some ferns and greenery sort of under the patio area, you know, of your apartment.
Oh no.
And you hear some rustling in the vegetation.
It's the coyote.
Comes walking out, pads out onto the sidewalk, and just kind of sits back on its haunches looking at you.
I'm going to use my animal ken and say, find Karen for me.
Oh shit! To the books! Alright,
Yeah! Because nothing I love more is watching you flip through a book after
Hell
I tell
yeah.
you what I'm going to do.
Alright, so you've got your feral whispers.
Yeah. Feral Whispers. Animal, oh yeah.
It's the lesser known Wham B-side to Careless Whispers.
No.
No! Alright, so you create an empathic connection with a beast.
Which I already have. We've said this.
Yeah, well, it's your retainer, so...
Yeah.
You can see through the eyes of the animal, transmitting your desires through sheer force of will.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know how animal can work now.
Yeah. Feral Whispers surprise. No guarantee an animal will want to deal with the vampire. Okay, well that's fine. Still doesn't leave make creature better disposed. Okay. The vampire successfully uses the power the animal performs the command to the best of its ability and intellect. Only the very brightest creatures understand truly complex directives, orders dealing with conditional situations or requiring abstract logic. Commands that the animal...
I'm not telling it, like, get me out of this jam or get me a job. I'm, like, just saying, find Karen.
Get me a job.
It knows...
It comes back with a job application in its mouth.
Oh, good doggy. No, it knows who Karen is.
Yeah.
It's smelled her before, so it knows.
Okay, so we need a manipulation plus animal ken roll.
Okay. And can I add a... I used willpower to ensure success.
Yes, you did.
Okay. So 4. That's going to be 4. So manipulation is 2. Animal ken is 2.
Difficulty is 6 on this one.
I'm going to use willpower. I'm desperate.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So that's a guaranteed success.
Yep.
So it's at 6.
Yep.
Oh, shit. I have 1 success.
Just from the willpower.
Yeah. God damn it.
Yes, indeed.
I rolled some 1s.
You did roll some 1s.
I didn't need that for my freaking blood pool. This is like way more important than the blood pool thing.
So the coyote goes trotting off.
Alright. Well, I kind of shrug, like, who knows who knows what'll even work.
Yeah.
But I'm just so desperate. Mm-hmm. So the porch light is on, but you said Derek.
Derek. Yes, Derek.
Doesn't usually do that, and that there are ferns under the, like, there's potted plants in front of our apartment now?
No, it's just, yeah, they've never been there before.
That's what I'm like, so he moved out, all my stuff's gone,
No. Basically, the way it works is, like, I'll sketch it here. You've got your walkway, you can see that? So there's your walkway.
Yeah.
And then there's, like, kind of like a half a flight of stairs.
Yeah.
That go up to the landing, right, where your front door is.
Right.
Okay. So, and then there's like kind of an elevated porch.
Yeah.
You know, like kind of to the right of that landing. Mm-hmm. So it's just there's a bunch of greenery that's
under the thing.
That.
Okay, I got it.
So it's not unusual.
Okay. So I sent off the coyote.
Yep.
I go up the stairs.
Yep.
I get my keys.
Yep.
Put them in the lock.
Lock works.
I come in.
All right.
I turn the porch light off.
Okay. Door opens. You can see in the brief moment between the door opening and you reaching into the dark to flip the switch on the porch light, you briefly see Derek's futon and, you know, a pile of blankets and a slumbering form underneath.
Okay.
You know.
All right. I'm going to close the door quietly.
All right.
And I'm going to go into my closet. Just to see, like, how does it look? It's still all tore up.
Looks the same. Yeah, it has these massive raking claw marks in the wood and the plaster.
I gotta get a job. I am gonna... the TV is in the main room, right?
Yeah.
Oh, no, wait. We made it so that Derek was sleeping in the closet.
Did you?
Yeah. Like, I remember...
Oh, he takes the night shift in the closet and you take the day shift? Was that it?
Yeah.
Or? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, alright, so as you walk in, you hear Derek snoring in the closet.
Okay.
Right.
So I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna turn the TV on.
Alright.
I'm wondering, at this point, you said it's like 3:45, probably.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check my messages.
Okay.
No messages.
Well, no, it's been a couple days, so yeah, you have a...
No, it's only been like one day because the day before, Olivia told... This is the same night.
Oh, that's right.
So Olivia called me the night before and was like, let's meet the next night. So we did, and all this shitstorm happened.
Okay, so, yeah, you actually don't have any messages.
Alright.
Yeah.
So I don't really know what to do. Again, I'm gonna sit there. Okay, so there's a couch. Is there? Oh no, there's a futon.
Futon, yeah.
I'm gonna lay on the futon. I'm gonna really try hard again. And let Karen know I'm thinking about her.
Yeah.
And that I need to see her. I have to see her.
Okay.
So I'm really focusing. So what I'm thinking I could use is... Would it be perception, like mental abilities, or like what's empathy?
Empathy is basically just connecting with other people. So yeah, that
empathy,
could come up.
Perception. Mm-hmm. That's the only thing. An expression, honestly. But I don't know. I'm just throwing things out there on my character sheet.
That's fine. Empathy would probably be the most appropriate.
Okay.
But
concentration.
As far as what you would do with that, you don't know.
No, I don't. I don't really have any. But I'm trying to.
I can tell you out of character so that it gives you something to aim for eventually.
Well, if she's still alive, I mean, what's the point of...
Right. There's a discipline.
Is it celerity?
No. Celerity is just quickness. So, celerity is one of those nice disciplines because you only have to learn what it does once, and each dot just gives you bonuses to that one thing. As opposed to these other disciplines where each dot is a completely different goddamn thing. But anyway, do you have any levels in Protean?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So, that's the one you want to buy up.
So I have 1 in Protean.
Or no, wait. Sorry, not Protean. Presence.
No, I don't have presence.
Okay. Basically, you need 4 dots in presence.
What?
And it's an ability called Summon, and you can summon anyone you've ever met, regardless of distance.
All right, that's impossible.
Yeah, but just.
But don't sire. I'm thinking about the sire.
Yeah.
Relationship, like.
Yeah.
There has to be some little thread, or else I wouldn't be feeling this way. So I throw it out there again. I think about every single moment that I've spent with Karen.
Yeah.
And I really am trying to will some sort of message out into the universe so that she knows that I'm thinking about her and that I want to know where she is.
Yep. You do that.
But I have a special relationship because I am like her kid.
Yes.
So.
Yes, you do.
But of course, I'm sure other people are trying to find her and kill her, and so. I don't know. I'm thinking about all of this.
Right.
So I do that probably for a good, half hour.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I'm gonna turn the TV on and see if Cutler's on.
Cutler this time of day is not on.
All right. So I don't know what to do really. At this point, I'm kind of done. I think I'm tired.
Yeah. So you just veg out and watch.
I'm basically gonna wait until the sun comes up and when Derek
Exactly.
gets up, so I can go into the closet.
Exactly.
I
So
need a better living situation.
you watch some I Love Lucy reruns, and
man.
and then eventually, you hear Derek's alarm going off in the closet,
The sun's probably starting to come
and
out.
yeah, like it's still dark in the apartment, but you're just starting to see like little gray light seeping in through the vertical blinds.
Does that fill me with terror?
You're
with
feeling
some
nervous.
fear?
You're feeling nervous.
Some
A little
anxiety.
edgy. Like, you're about 30 seconds away from just going over and banging on the closet door and be like, hey, I'm actually
Yeah, I'm
here,
really trying to
Yeah.
control myself.
And then you hear the alarm go off.
But I'm kind of interested to see how far I can go. Like, how
Yeah.
far I can go without feeling like I'm going to go crazy.
Right.
So the alarm goes off. So I kind of scoot into the kitchen just to be on the safe side. Because the window we have is probably blocked by something. Like, there's no sun coming on that side of the apartment, of the studio.
You're assuming you have a window on more than one wall?
Yes.
You don't.
It's a studio.
Yeah, it's a studio.
Sometimes there's a window in the
All right.
front by the front door.
No, not in this case.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
There's just one wall. There's a window, and then there's the sliding glass door accessing the patio, basically. So,
Okay, so I'm gonna go into the kitchen area.
which is opposite that wall.
Yeah. So I'm kind of shielding myself a little.
So yeah, you're kind of backed up all the way to the back of the kitchen, like next to the pantry, basically. So you're as much in the shadows as you can be.
Right.
And you and then Derek comes kind of walking around the corner. He's
Oh
just-
shit!
he's just
I'm gonna
wearing-
scare the shit out of
Yeah,
him.
he's just wearing like his boxers. His nuts are hanging out one leg
What?
of the boxers. And like.
What?
And he's just like, and he's like, oh shit!
I'm sorry, dude. I'm so sorry.
What the fuck?
I'm so sorry. Why do I look different? Do I look weird?
Yeah, man, you got fucking. And he's like kind of squinting at you, like, you got like fucking wolf's eyes or some shit.
No, those aren't permanent.
I know they're not.
They're not?
But they're still there.
They're not permanent.
I know.
Then why do I have them?
You still have them. They haven't gone away yet.
When do they go away?
When I'd say they do.
Okay, so I have my sunglasses on my lapel.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put them on. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
Damn, dude, that's intense. Oh shit,
That's the way
man.
he describes everything.
You could give me a heart attack. He's like bracing himself against the sink.
Dude, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. So I'm gonna get him a glass of water.
Oh.
That's what I'm just doing for all humans,
Bro.
is getting them water.
Bro.
All right, here you go.
Oh.
Just drink this water.
Yeah, so he just takes like a nominal sip,
Yeah.
sets it down.
Come
He's
on.
like, okay.
Hi.
That's cool. We should probably come up with some sort of like
Way to know.
way to notify each other when we're here. But
I don't know, man.
Whatever, it's fine.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
I didn't want to
it's
wake
fine.
you up.
No,
and
that's cool. That's cool.
I had to.
I don't need my coffee now, so that's good. Damn,
man.
dude. So he's like getting like a box of Fruit Loops down. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
He's like, so what's up, man? How's life in the world of the undead?
Not great.
Oh yeah, you look good.
Thanks. My appearance never really changed except for these eyes, which I don't know if they're going to go away at some point. They should be going away soon. But otherwise, I'm still doing my thing. I probably don't have a job at this point.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to figure out something in terms of rent and everything.
Well, you know, that's okay. It's not due for another couple weeks.
Yeah, I need another job.
I could probably get you in at the night shift at the 7-Eleven I'm working at right now.
Yeah, that might be good. that might be good, actually.
Oh my god, fucking vampire working. 7-Eleven.
I have my sunglasses on at all times,
Yeah.
and I'm just like stocking the shelves.
Some dude tries to rob you. You're just like, yeah, go ahead, dude.
Yeah,
Fucking shoot
okay.
me. See if I can.
No, I think that would be great, actually.
It would actually, yeah.
Yeah, no, maybe that might be good. Yeah, tell your manager I'm interested.
All right, I will. Yeah, you know, there's always an opening for the graveyard shift.
So, whereas I would have probably laughed at that a lot before,
Yeah.
I'm finding it not very humorous.
Do you give it a pity laugh or just nothing?
My mouth turns into kind of a little straight line.
Yeah. So he kind of notices and like just takes a spoonful of Fruit Loops.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna jump in the shower. He says as he hurriedly finishes his cereal.
Yeah.
But yeah, just closet's all yours.
All right. So I'm gonna very gingerly
Yeah.
sidle my way to avoid any incoming sun and go into the closet and close the door.
All right. Okie dokie.
Lose a blood point. I know.
Yep. Thank you. All right.
Do I have any dreams? Do
Yeah.
I dream?
I think we've established that you dream.
I don't know.
But yeah, no, you just have more visions of Karen. But they're all like nothing's new,
Right.
Like they're all like just memories of times you spent with her.
She's like just out of my reach.
Yeah.
All right.
So eventually you wake, night of the 15th.
Yeah. All right. I need to get up. I gotta find out if Louis is alive.
Yeah.
So based on my eidetic memory,
Yes.
I remember where he lives.
Sure.
So I'm gonna head over there.
Okay. All right.
I'm wearing the suit that he got me.
Oh, very
Everything.
nice.
Just
That's
trying to look nice in my van, in my studio apartment. Jesus. All right. The least glamorous vampire in the history of vampires.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I'm thinking about some of them living in caves and crawling around in the dirt and shit.
Yeah, basically. So, you too could live in a cave.
Live in Griffith Park.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so you.
No, that's where the werewolves live.
So you head out for the hills of Beverly, that is, and. All right, so I mean, like, what time? We'll figure the sun sets around probably around 5:30 this time of year.
Okay.
So, when do you want to head out?
Yeah, like around that time.
All right, so you do actually have to contend with some traffic.
What the fuck is it now, Kenny?
God Come on, we all got places to be. Asshole.
No, son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch. Anyway, so so you get over there eventually, though. And you pull up outside the mansion, your van looking completely out of place in this neighborhood at this time
I'm
of day.
sure.
But it's all lit up. It's got its floodlights on, and the walls are artfully lit. You can see a peacock strutting around on the lawn. I mean, it never looked particularly inhabited to begin with.
Yeah. So it's just like shrug. So knock, knock, knock.
All right. So you head through the wrought iron gate at the base of the footpath, and before you even get to the door, a couple of very large gentlemen kind of intercept you.
Yeah.
Coming down the path.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Can we help you?"
Yeah, I want to know if Baron Fortier is alive.
So they kind of exchange glances and like, why wouldn't he be?
It's just a joke between me and him.
Yeah, okay.
He's probably expecting me.
Right. You're Aaron, right?
Yep.
All right, come on.
Oh, shit. He's alive. Motherfucker.
So they bring you into the tiled foyer.
Yeah.
And one of them says, lift your arms, please.
Okay, I'm looking around like, what the fuck?
So they give you a quick pat down.
I got nothing.
And like, we hope you understand Baron Fortier's increased security measures.
Well, if you knew that, why were you acting like you didn't know what I was talking about? When
Just wait here, please. So they head back into the deeper recesses of the house.
Right.
And, you're waiting about 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And...
Yeah, those vampires like to keep people waiting.
Well, it's a big house, man.
No, like Karen kept me waiting for like a half hour every time.
Well, that was just a power play.
Aww, she's so sweet. I'm kidding.
She read about it on Wikipedia. Let's see. Hold on. Yeah, is my... There we go. Okay, so... Basically, you're waiting about 20 minutes, and then Elena comes down. Okay. So she sees you and kind of gives you an understanding expression right away. Like, how's it going, Aaron?
I don't even know how to answer that question. How's Louis?
He's okay. He's lying low, as you can imagine.
How did you manage to escape?
Well, we just fought them off, basically.
Are they dead?
No, they ran away. The woman went chasing after you. That just left the two men, one of whose, guns had misfired. So we were able to basically turn the tables on them once we sort of got our shit together, and they didn't hang around very long. They knew they'd lost the element of surprise, and they basically just bugged out of there. But we hit them back pretty good. We bloodied their nose.
All right. Is Louis available to talk?
Maybe not tonight, but you could come back in a day or two, in a night or two.
I really don't have that kind of time.
Okay, what's going on?
You were there.
Yeah.
You heard everything.
I did.
I need clarification.
All right, just wait here. So, another 20 minutes.
No.
He says, go away. So another 20 minutes goes by, and then she comes back. She says, all right.
All right, so I'm going to go up and talk to him.
Mm-hmm. So she leads you, into the house. This time, like, kind of into one of the wings you haven't been in before.
Yeah.
And you enter into this, richly dark wood paneled room with Spanish tile floors and this like massive mahogany bedstead with black velvet curtains, and Louis is just kind of standing over at this large 10-foot high multi-paned window that has a very nice view of LA, and he's just and he's got a little brandy snifter filled with blood and he's just sort of sipping it and regarding the landscape.
Okay.
So as you enter, he turns and says, Aaron, you're looking good.
Thanks.
Nice suit.
Well, you got it for me, so...
He just takes a sip.
All right.
Elena says this was a urgent matter you needed to see me about.
Yeah, I'd say it's pretty urgent.
Very well. So he turns and walks over. There's a pair of leather-backed armchairs. Offers you a seat.
Okay, so I sit down. And, so I need some clarification on what you requested me, or what you've requested of me in regards to Karen Anatos.
Certainly.
I need guarantees, even in writing, that I will be safe if I choose, once I do what I'm supposed to do.
One guarantee in writing.
Yes. Stating the details of what you're expecting me to do and what I will get if I do it.
All right. So I'm going to need a roll.
Wait
on that
a second.
What? All right. So probably. Well, we'll definitely need your manipulation.
Oh.
And
Okay.
it's kind of your choice. You can go with subterfuge
I have none of that.
or intimidation.
Intimidation, I do have 2.
So you're basically trying to force him into this.
Right.
Like, you owe me this one.
Uh-huh.
So he's a savvy fellow,
I'm sure.
and he's not apt to...
Performance.
Well, performance is like actual acting. Like, and I looked at expression as well, but
All right.
yeah, no, it's more like those are those and empathy as well. Those have uses, but not in this particular case.
All right.
So, I'm going to call this difficult, and that is difficulty 8.
Okay.
All right.
I can't... Never mind. Ooh. Wow, 1 success.
1 success. Okay.
It would have been 2, but I rolled a 1.
Pisces.
Yeah.
All right. Well, with 1 success, that's marginal. So, you lay your case out as you did.
Oh, my sunglasses are off, too. Are my eyes still wolf eyes?
Yes, they are.
So I'm looking at him.
So he smiles grimly, and he says, "Aaron, I've been around the block more times than I care to remember. I will not be so foolish as to put my name to a request to commit high crime
So you're
for the
admitting...
purposes of eliminating somebody. However, I can give you a guarantee that if Karen Anatos disappears, shall we say, and I'll give this to you in writing, and if she disappears, you will be duly rewarded by me. I will not use certain words or the phrases that might implicate me further. But that's the best I can do for you.
You do realize what you're asking me to do?
Yes, I do. And you do realize the precarious position you're in.
Am I?
Yes.
How?
You are... You are one of ours, but only for these past 2 weeks. In that short amount of time, you have demonstrated a recklessness, a willfulness that is highly reminiscent of your infamous sire, to coin a phrase.
So dorky.
Furthermore,
Yes.
Justicar Petrodon made you that offer at my insistence. He was just as happy to use you to get to Karen and then kill you both.
Why are you even in contact with that guy?
I don't want to get into it.
It seems pretty like a conflict of interest.
I am doing it for the greater good. I am doing it for the continued survival of the Free States.
Is Karen really impeding that, or is she really such a huge threat to this massive state that you're overseeing?
She is a threat to the Masquerade, which threatens us all. She is on the red list, something I really could not give less of a care for, but is very important to others. With her out of the way, we remove a potential wild card from amongst our midst and get the Camarilla off our backs.
I just find it really strange to believe that she's the most threatening.
She is not the most threatening.
Well, then why are you singling her out?
Believe me, this is just one of many irons I have in the fire.
Was Salvador one of those irons?
I had nothing to do with that, you know that.
Alright, so I'm thinking. Now, I want to use charisma.
Yeah.
Or wits. Wait, wits I can use in what way?
Well, sir.
Because I'm torn between wanting to use charisma or wits with empathy.
Yeah.
Or with expression.
Okay.
To find out if he knows of anyone who's gone through what I've gone through without being completely and utterly shunned. On top of, what was his relationship like with his sire? If the sire's still alive.
So you want to kind of draw his backstory out of him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would definitely be charisma.
Okay.
Wits is cleverness, thinking on your feet.
All right.
Yeah.
So charisma and expression or empathy?
Empathy.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's 7.
Yep.
What is this difficulty? Because he's a tough nut to crack.
He is a tough nut, but we'll say it's challenging, so that's 7. So 7 dice, difficulty 7.
Okay. Ooh, oh my god, I am rolling so freaking hot. I can't even tell you. Oh my god. 4.
On fire.
4 successes.
4 successes?
Yes, 2 of them 10s.
Wow. So that's exceptional.
Yeah.
Success.
Yes. So my okay. So wait. So do you need to do anything before I unleash?
Shoot it.
So I look at him.
Yeah.
With my wolf eyes. Are they still wolf eyes?
Yes, they're still wolf eyes.
God damn it. So,
hey man, you only picked them up like 2 days ago.
But
so
what are they supposed to last? Like what? 4 days or something? Hey, maybe that made my blood acquisition even more.
Oh sure.
Better.
Oh yeah, those sycophants are all into it.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so I look at him and I say, what have you seen? Has there ever been a good outcome for someone who's committed what you're asking me to do?
Certainly.
A good outcome?
Absolutely.
How can that be? I will be shunned. I will be shunned by this, whatever this is.
Let me ask you a question.
Just answering questions with questions.
Have you ever seen the film
What?
The Godfather Part 2?
Just came out. No, that was like yeah.
Do you remember the part? Wait, was this The Godfather or Part 1 or Part 2? I don't remember. But anyway, there's a scene in one of those movies where the character kills a man and they get sent away to Sicily.
That's part 2.
Do you remember that?
Yes. I don't
And
want
he
to go to
lies low.
Sicily.
And he lies low for a while.
I don't want to do that.
And then he comes back. If you do what we're asking you to do, you have my hospitality for as long as you need it. You come here, no one sees you. No one needs to know. You lie low. After a while, your aura is clean. Nobody can tell.
The Sora is clean. I have a feeling it wouldn't be that easy, but I appreciate the offer. So,
Listen, I'm not going to get into details, but I'll just tell you that when you've been around long enough, and I mean long enough, that's all it's about. That's
killing your sire?
killing other vampires, moving up the ladder. Wheels turn upon such matters. The elders play their chess game in order to kill each other, to drain each other's life essence. Our society talks a good talk about how horrendous it is. But when it comes down to it, it's one of the foundational principles. We're predators. We're parasites. Doesn't it make sense that ultimately we would turn in on each other? That we would be the ultimate prey as well as predators? Why do you think we all walk around with our fangs out, fortifying ourselves in these mansions? What do you think we're afraid of? Everybody does it eventually.
Where's your sire?
So he gets a very far away look in his eyes. Oh, if only I knew. That was a long time ago. The year of our Lord, 1754. Oh, yes. I came to the New World, member of His Majesty's army, having had the misfortune to be born the second son of the Comte de la Bellière. So, I joined the army. We got to a shooting war with the British. My regiment was shipped out to guard the fortress at Quebec. And I fell in love with the open country. So I stayed on after the war, and had plans to open my own trading company. But then we chanced upon that native camp. There was just the children and the women and this old medicine man. So we settled down. They offered us a seat at their fire, and we happily took them up on the offer. And the medicine man started up a strange chanting and drumming. My men began to fall asleep, and I saw a young woman, exquisitely beautiful. Did not seem strange to me when she seemed to step towards me through the smoke of the campfire. She was dressed in white doe skin. Her long black hair shining in the moonlight. Well, what can I say? I appreciate beauty wherever I find it. She danced for me and then beckoned me to follow her into the woods. I didn't feel like I could even resist, even if I had wanted to. And then she stepped out of that dress, and I remember that so well, that moment. I was powerless to resist. And then, the next thing I know, I woke. Just as naked as she had been. She was nowhere to be found. I looked down at my chest, found it covered in blood. I stumbled back to the camp. All of the natives were gone, but my men were not. They lay on the ground, their throats ripped out. And then I felt the hunger for the first time. So, you can see why I have a certain amount of sympathy to your cause, young Monsieur Evans. You too, young man in the prime of your life, promising career ahead of you. A seductress comes out of nowhere, touches your life. You didn't ask for it, but you got it anyway. Make the most of it. Look around you. See what I've done with myself, with my life.
And I instantly think back to my closet.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Your claw-scraped closet.
Like, All right. Well, thanks for sharing that story with me. But what you're asking me to do is very difficult.
I know. But I have faith in you. Otherwise, I would have just turned you over to Petrodon and had done with it.
Well,
believe me, this was not the easy option for me either.
Alright, well, thanks for taking the time to talk with me.
Of course. I hope you feel better. I'll have Marielle write up a letter for you.
Alright. Alright, so I'll wait for the letter.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna head to Taste of LA.
Alright.
Talk with frickin' Salvador.
Okay. So the letter basically is extremely general and generic, and it just says that Baron Louis Fortier promises to recognize contributions made by one, Aaron Evans, and reward him duly for tasks performed at the Baron's request.
Alright, that's not helpful. So, going to Taste of LA.
Alright, and you're looking for Salvador? Mm-hmm. Alright, so he is there tonight.
Oh, alright. Who else is there?
Well, Jesus, of course. And let's see. Also Irina and her little gang.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Okay.
So when you walk in, actually,
shit. Okay.
the jukebox is, pretty loud, and Irina and her gang. Let's see, about a dozen in total. Are standing around talking, laughing, just so it's a bit more of a scene tonight. Let's see, what day is it? It's
Thursday?
the 15th, so that's a Wednesday. Yeah. So Salvador is talking to the Goldfarbs over the bar, but he sees you walking in and immediately walks over.
How does he look?
Senor Evans. He looks pretty much, back to normal. There's like one hole that's still in his cheek, so you can kind of see his back molar through it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow, how are you? You're looking better than you did on Monday.
Yes, well, that's not very hard to do. Yes. That was a very close call.
Yeah, that was,
I wanted to thank you. I know
For what?
Everything you did that night. You prevented something terrible from happening.
I don't know about that.
You stymied somebody's plan to break us up, introduce unnecessary fighting and bloodshed into the Free States. Personally, I think it was a fifth column agitator from outside. You have to be careful for these sorts of things.
Alright.
The powers that be will never rest until they've reasserted their boot-heel dominance over our territory.
Well, unfortunately, I think they're trying to do that through me.
Well, yes. Jesus mentioned something about that. Come, let's talk in private.
Okay. So does Rita see me?
She didn't really acknowledge you when you walked in, but then as you're walking back behind the bar with Salvador, you definitely see her looking at you over the shoulder of one of her guys.
Uh-huh.
You know, she's just kind of watching you.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay. Just
So
checking.
you walk back through the kitchen
Yeah.
and into that back hallway that has the little sleeping booths, you know. So you just go into one of those and shut the door. These are serious accusations that you're making.
Yeah.
I hope you have not bandied them about.
Not
any
yet.
further.
Not yet, no.
Good. Yes,
Do
I
you
believe.
know where Karen went? She was last in your...
No, unfortunately, I don't. Our working theory is that some of her retainers must have come and gotten her. She is known to have a large network of supporters.
Right. Alright, well, anyway, I'm still pissed about that. I need to find her. I need to find her.
That's understandable, and I hope you'll bring her back to us.
I don't know if I would. She obviously doesn't trust you.
Well, perhaps you could have some words with her. Perhaps
Why should I trust you?
we scared her off. Perhaps we seem more
How?
like the enemy than the allies we intended to be.
What would you have done to make her feel like that?
Well, you know, she was running scared. She didn't know who was coming after her. If she saw you, we made an error in judgment in keeping you apart. We thought that your presence would just agitate her further, but
She freaking loves me.
yes, well, that can sometimes call up strong emotions. We were trying to calm her down, but perhaps she will listen to you.
If I find her, I don't know where she is. Anyway, that aside, yeah, Louis has asked me to get rid of her. He won't say what. Okay, so suddenly I have this little thought.
Yeah.
And I wonder if Olivia has any sort of recordings of that night. Like you said there's a video camera. But I don't know if it would have sound in it.
Right.
But it would have the recording of the evening.
Yeah. True.
Right?
Yeah.
But it wouldn't have the sound.
No.
Just the visuals.
Yeah. CCTV.
So if I get that of Louis colluding with Petrodon, could that be kind of some evidence to show like that's bad?
Absolutely.
Okay. Alright, I asked Salvador.
Yes.
Alright,
That's not cool.
that's not cool. Alright, well, that's one thing. He won't admit to what he said, and he won't put it in writing, and I sure as hell don't think he's going to let me record. I have a feeling he'll know if I'm recording him. So Crispus and Gloria and Jesus all told me that what he's asking me to do is absolutely unforgivable,
That's correct.
and that my life would be increasingly difficult, if not over, if people found out that I did it.
You would be putting yourself in terrible danger.
Why would Louis ask me to do this? For someone so... I just don't think Karen poses that much of a threat.
I know that she has been placed on the red list. Personally, I couldn't give two shits about the red list. But people don't get placed on that just willy-nilly.
Alright, well...
They get placed on that for being dangerous. And I will admit, as much as it thrilled me to see her do what she did to you, because it, appealed to my nihilistic impulses, I suppose, I recognize that was a pretty severe breach. Certain parties would not want that to happen again.
Alright, well... What's your relationship like with your sire?
Well, we all have a backstory. And mine goes a little something. My sire is great.
He's the best.
He's the best.
He's the best.
I owe my ability to continue the good fight to the Kindred who saw fit to give me unlife. And for that I will forever be grateful.
Well, are you still in communication with them?
No. Unfortunately, Ferdinand did not survive the war. The thugs under Franco made sure that he was there to greet the dawn one morning. I could not save him.
That's horrible.
Yes.
I have a question. So
That's horrible. Anyway.
No. No.
Question for you.
No.
What?
It's terrible. My question is, did you ever feel like you could communicate with your sire?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. It's interesting.
Like, not when they're around. Like,
Not
do you know
so
what I mean?
much. Yes, I know what you mean. Here's the thing. All sires and their children, they have a blood bond. Mm-hmm. But it's a small one, unless they carry it on further. Mm-hmm. But there is something magical. There is something mystical about it. It was never something I could reliably tap into. But I'll tell you, whenever Ferdinand and I were apart, there was just something pushing me back towards him. I would see signs telling me, go to this place. Just little things. Or I might get this thought in my head. Hey, I should be here now, not over here.
hey, I should be over here now.
And then there's Ferdinand.
I see. I get it. I think I know exactly what you mean.
I gotta go.
I mean, that was going to be my next stop, but still, it's like dawning on me. All right. Well, I really appreciate your support there. And, I don't. All I can say is I'll keep you informed of how this progresses. So wait, one other question I have.
Yes.
So if you drink the blood of your sire, I'm not talking about to murder them.
Certainly.
How many times do you have to do it in order to become their slave?
3 shall be the number. And the number shall be 3.
That's what I remember.
It must be on different nights. So you drink your second cup full.
Do you think that would strengthen the bond?
Yes. You want to be careful about that. After 3 drinks on 3 separate nights, you form a bond so powerful. Some welcome it. It removes agency and responsibility from their lives. All they can think about is that to whom they are bound. They live to serve. Some are fine with that. Others, it is a living hell.
Yeah, no, I
And
don't
you
want.
cannot break it
Yeah.
until
Yeah.
the other one suffers the final death.
All right.
So you want to be careful.
Yeah, no, I got it.
He kind of claps you on the shoulder. You're a good man, Aaron Evans.
I'm not so sure.
Vaya con Dios.
Why is he so like that? All right, I nod in appreciation. Are my eyes still all wolfy?
Yes. Yes. My God, yes.
So that's
Would it help if I just gave you a target date to look forward to?
no.
All right.
I'll stop asking. So my worry is like I would just think, wouldn't that be weird since like werewolves are our enemy? Wouldn't that be weird to have somebody with like wolf eyes?
Well, the Gangrel are a strange clan, to be sure. They, of all the Kindred, they're the ones who tend to like have the
BFFs
potential.
with werewolves?
Well, to have the potential to actually at least coexist with werewolves.
Maybe that's
So-
why they weren't like. Maybe that's why when Arena saved me that night, they weren't as like all up ins with me because they
Yeah.
could maybe sense that I wasn't as threatening as a regular, like a different type of vampire,
Right,
like a
could be.
different clan.
Could be.
I don't know. All right, I'm gonna nod to Salvador. Thank you.
You know,
I
it's
got
back.
some things to go do. So off I go.
All right.
Does Arena see me?
Yes.
Oh.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Does she want to talk to me or no? Can I tell?
I mean, you're free to go over. She's not like cold shouldering you or anything.
All right, I'm gonna thank her again for saving me that.
All right.
I never really got a chance to,
Sure.
so I'm gonna
All right.
lock up
Uh huh. All right. So, yep.
with my sunglasses on.
All right. Excellent. So she's leaning up against the jukebox, you know, laughing and chatting. So she sees you coming over. She gives you a nod.
Hello.
What's up?
Hi.
What's up, fresh meat?
Oh my god. I just feel like, yeah, it's a good one. I want
Funny.
to thank you for saving me that night. A couple nights ago. I don't know, maybe 2 weeks ago.
I think about a week ago, yeah.
Or so. I really appreciate you looking out for me and bringing me here.
Oh, yeah. Hey, think nothing of it. Gotta look out for our own, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, you gonna hang around, or what's going on?
No, I got some things I need to do.
All right.
But hopefully you'll be around later.
Yeah, I think we're gonna be here most of the night. We're just kind of laying low tonight.
All right.
Yeah. Maybe we'll see you later.
Maybe.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna head out.
And out. All right.
I'm going to. Well, part of me wants to get the camera style, like the video.
Yeah.
But I told Olivia you're never gonna see me again.
Right.
And I mean, I have 2 in investigation, so I might be able to break
good.
in and like
Yeah.
get the videotape or whatever.
So it kind of depends on what's your priority. I will say that now that you have a lead, you're probably feeling a compulsion to follow up on that first.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, I could be minutes away from finding Karen.
Yeah. So I'm gonna head to Universal Studios.
Yeah. All right. I honestly have no actual memory of. I remember they built that huge parking structure in the '90s when they opened City Walk. So I have no actual memory of what situation was before that. So we're just gonna wing it.
There's a big hill that you go.
Well,
up.
you have to go up the hill. Yeah.
And then there was probably just a larger parking lot area, like Disneyland.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna assume.
So
anyway, this is the World of Darkness version of Universal Studios. So there we go.
All right.
So yeah, you head up old 101.
Mm-hmm. So now I'm getting really excited.
Yeah.
Like, really excited. And yeah, really, really excited to see her.
Get off at Coinga. And head on up the hill. And let's see. So it's actually not that late. You got to Taste of LA like probably around 8 o'clock. So say it's about. There'd still probably be some traffic. So it's it's about 9:15 by the time you get there. So the tour is closed. The studio is closed. But it's not like completely deserted. There's still people kind of filtering out from the public area,
Okay.
So yeah, you can just kind of park.
Okay.
Surreptitiously.
All right. I can't head in.
No, the park is actually closed.
Oh.
Yeah, but you could sneak in.
I'm gonna sneak in.
Yeah. So let's see. Yep, that's going to be a dexterity plus stealth, please.
Oh my goodness. Okay, that's 4.
All right, and we'll say difficulty 6. There are security guards, but
well,
there's also fairly porous boundaries.
What was it again?
Difficulty 6.
1 success.
Alright, that's all you needed. Alright, so you see some security guards. At one point, you kind of have to
Kronk style.
do a Kronk style freeze. And then.
I'm so glad I was unconscious for that.
Anyway, and then you find a section of chain link fence kind of back behind the main theme park area.
Okay.
It's not a theme park. It's too much calling it that.
Well, it is a theme park.
Well, now it is. Back then, it was just like.
No, it was a theme park then. They had the tour.
So. They have a tour. It's not like there's like rides and stuff, though.
Yeah, there were rides then.
Like rides? Not just like attractions?
There's never ever been rides.
Yeah.
There's been like shows and attractions.
Sure. Okay.
But
so you find a chain link fence kind of behind the shows and attractions part of the property.
Yeah.
And you hop that pretty easily. And you can actually, in fact, see a large fake Gothic castle.
Gothic arsehole?
Gothic arsehole. Still with its, illuminated with its own spotlights.
Oh, wow. It says Castle Dracula.
And it says Castle Dracula across the gate.
Do they have little cutout heads of, like, each thing, including the Hulk?
No.
Like, I'm picturing a little cutout head of a Dracula.
No.
Mummy,
It's like high Gothic where there's, like, gargoyles.
Yeah.
There's, like, a gargoyle head over the gate, and then, over that, it's like Castle Dracula. And there's a moat around it, a wooden bridge crossing it. So.
Okay. So I'm going to head in to Castle Dracula.
All right. So you walk across the bridge, your boots echoing on the wood, clunking away. And you walk in to kind of like an atrium area. And then you can see like there's a set of 3 double doors that grant
go into the
stage,
stage, like
stage
the
area.
little amphitheater.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go in.
All right.
They're locked. Shit! No.
No, we'll say they haven't locked him yet.
Okay.
So the door swings open, and of course, inside, it's mostly dark.
Yeah.
You kind of sense more than see. Off to your right, a very large, stepped amphitheater type setup with about 300 seats. And then off to your left, there's a stage area that's only kind of barely lit by a couple stage lights that have been left on for the benefit of, cleaning crew, and janitorial and whatnot. And it's it's just basically a big stage set where there's a stage, and then there's like this kind of old castle interior with a big two big sweeping grand staircases coming down, and like arched doorways between those, and then like certain obvious like kind of stagey areas like a balcony and then like an arched doorway, and everything's covered in like fake cobwebs. And there's a big banquet table on the stage with like cobwebbed candelabra and cobwebbed chairs and everything, So it's all, and everything's kind of been returned to its places for the next performance in the morning, So, but other than that, it's just eerily quiet.
All right, so I'm just going to examine everything. I'm going to go up onto the stage.
All right. So we're kind of looking around, and of course, once you're on the stage, it's that experience whenever you're up close and personal with stage props and that kind of thing, where it doesn't look nearly as impressive.
Yeah, you're just like, huh.
Yeah, like, oh, it looks kind of cheap. So you just kind of, idly turn the candelabra over, check the chairs. And then you get the feeling you're being watched.
Oh. I'm going to keep being nonchalant, pretending that I don't sense that. And just keep kind of walking around.
Okay. So as you come around the table, out of the corner of your eye, you can see that someone is standing at the top of the staircase, like out on the balcony landing.
I'm on the stage.
You're on the stage.
But they're on the stage with me?
They're up. Yeah, they're up.
They're looking
on the balcony part of the stage.
All right. So I can see,
you
in
can
the
see
corner.
Corner of your eye.
There's someone
there's a
standing
presence
there.
up there. Yeah.
So I'm gonna look up.
You see a man.
It's Carl. Is it Carl?
He's wearing
a Dracula cape.
He is wearing a Dracula cape.
What?
He is wearing a Dracula cape and a full, full dress outfit.
So at first I feel nervous.
It's classic Dracula with the little medallion, and his hair is slicked back, and he's got a widow's peak. Yeah. And kind of a prominent nose.
And so at first I'm like a little I'm taken aback, like oh shit.
But it's not just that he's wearing this costume; he's embodying. He's in full character, and so and he says, "I bid you welcome."
So I'm very at first I'm startled,
and he puts his hand out and kind of goes, "Come."
I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna go.
You go with it.
Yeah.
So you ascend the stairs, and he's
kind of the idea that I'd be scared of this fake vampire.
Yeah. Oh, it's a Dracula.
So do I exactly? Do I sense that he's Kindred?
You do,
but I don't feel like he has power over me.
He's not exerting any control over you. No.
Weird. Okay, I'm gonna go with it. I'm going with it.
So he's standing at the top of the stairs as you're climbing up, and he's
being all Dracula-y.
Yeah.
Full on Bela Lugosi mode.
Exactly.
Wow. This is so weird.
And so you get to the top of the stairs, and he takes a couple steps back, gives you a polite bow, and he says, "Welcome to my domain. My name is Bella."
That's a coincidence. It's quite the coinky dink.
How do you mean?
Never mind. What are you doing here? Isn't the show over?
This is my castle.
But it's pretty. Where are your servants?
They are about. My brides I call them to me when I need them.
Yes.
Please. You're a guest in my castle.
What the fuck is going on? Alright, so I am completely... I'm like, my head is... Like, I don't even know.
Yeah.
This is so weird. So I'm like, of course, thank you very much. So I'm gonna go with him.
So he leads you back
Where are we
through...
going?
Yeah, exactly. So he leads you back through the...
There's a cardboard cutout of it. I'm picturing a chaise out of corrugated cardboard,
Yeah.
like with a black paint outline of like, this is my chaise. Here's another candelabra. Like,
Yeah. Well, he leads you back through the archway, and sure enough, you're immediately backstage. You know, and he just takes you back, you know, like across a catwalk, and then down a set of stairs.
Okay.
And then through a door, and you're kind of in a back room.
yeah, like a dressing room.
Yeah,
area.
basically.
Wow, it's
So and so yeah, you know, like there's some chairs and a day couch, you know, kind of day
Yeah.
bed sort of
All
thing.
right.
So he has a seat, you know, with a flourish of his cape. You know,
but we're
he
in
has
like a
seat.
modern dressing room.
Yeah. And he says, "Please sit down."
Okay, how long have you been living here?
I have always been here at Castle Dracula.
Right. Yeah. Do you have any bats?
Of course.
Where are they?
Did you hear them? The children of the night.
Yeah. Yeah, they're pretty good.
I have not seen you before. You are a new subject of mine?
What?
I am the king of the vampires. Isn't that why you came? To pay homage to your king.
Oh, well. Oh, yes. A subject. Yes. Well, partially, but I'm also looking for someone.
I see. Go on.
I'm sure you understand this based on you being the king of the vampires.
Yes.
That, I'm looking for my sire.
I see. And who might that be?
That would be Karen Anatos.
Ah, Mistress Black.
Yes.
I'm a big fan of hers.
Oh, have you watched her show?
Of course. Every night if I can.
Well, she hasn't been on recently, and I'm looking for her.
Yes, I had noticed it had gone into, how you say, reruns.
Yeah. But there's
Most
still...
unusual this time of year.
Yeah, it is strange. She's usually on right now.
Yes. Well, anything to get her show back on the air.
Whoa. Yeah.
I don't know where she is specifically. But there is a place. Another subject of mine. He is one of the children of the night as well. He's dwelling in a castle in the village of Los Feliz.
I see.
Yes. Let me think. So he turns around with a flourish in his chair. Gets a pencil, dabs it on his tongue.
Yeah.
Writes something down on a piece of paper, hands it to you. It's an address. I believe that is the correct location.
Oh, wow. Well, thank you so much.
But of course,
I appreciate it.
anytime,
Yes.
anything for one of my subjects. For I am the king of vampires.
Yes.
Now, if you will excuse me,
Of course.
I must hunt.
Right.
And with that, like right in front of your eyes, there's like almost like in a blink, there's a bat just sort of flapping in front of you, and then, and it flaps out of the room.
What the fuck? I'm just sitting there kind of looking back and forth like I'm gonna leave now.
Yeah.
So I leave.
Uh-huh.
I head back to I sneak out of the castle.
Yep.
Sneak out of the park.
Yep.
hop in my van.
Yep.
And I look into my Tom's guide.
Yep.
And I hightail it to Los Feliz.
Okay.
Which isn't that far away.
It is not that far away. Nope. You just backtrack down the 101.
Oh my god, now I'm getting even more excited.
Yes.
But I'm even more weirded out by the fact that I met someone who's posing as Dracula, but he's a kindred.
Yes.
Okay.
So you get off at Franklin Avenue, head up to Los Feliz Boulevard.
Alright.
And then you turn up North Vermont Avenue. Mm-hmm. And then you turn onto Glendower Avenue. Mm-hmm. And you take it all the way to the top of the street, as indicated by your Thomas guide. And there is a rather impressive looking Spanish-style, mission-style mansion sitting at the top of the hill. Mm-hmm. It's white stuccoed walls. Sort of a
the red
balcony.
Adobe
red tile. You mean
tile roof. So am I feeling?
It looks rather unkempt. The grass on the hillside is overgrown.
No, wait a minute. No. I know what this is. Oh no. No, it's not the murder house. Shit. Okay, sorry.
There's some.
Oh my god, that's horrifying. Okay, go.
There's trash and litter on the ground. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Well, my van will fit right in front of it.
It sure does. Sure does.
All right. Am I feeling anything except for my own worked up,
really.
stuff? Okay.
No.
All right. So I'm like, oh my god. Okay, she's here. I hope. So I'm gonna head up to what I think is the door.
Oh yeah, there's like a staircase leading up to the door.
Oh man.
So.
I'm heading up the stairs.
All right. So you head up the stairs. Mm-hmm. And yeah, you get to the front door.
Is there a doorbell or a knocker? Or?
Let's see here.
Oh god.
I seem to remember there was a photo of the front door.
Oh god, I don't want to look at any of it. The murder house. No.
Let's see. Anyway, so yes, there is a knocker.
All right, so I'm gonna knock.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You knock, and of course you're just standing in a sort of darkened entryway. There's no lights on anywhere.
Well, I have night vision.
I mean you can, but you're just kind of standing in there. Mm-hmm. And nothing really happens. Mm-hmm. You don't hear anything from within. No movement. Mm-hmm. Nobody calling out or anything.
All right, I'm gonna try the knob.
Okay.
Or handle or whatever.
It is locked.
I want to go around, find a back door.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you do that. You make your way around. There's, a couple doors.
Are there any windows?
Yeah, there are windows.
Can I look into the window?
Peering in, you see old furniture. Like maybe 30-year-old furniture, like from the late 50s, covered in layers of dust. And you just see a lot of trash lying around.
Okay.
You see a Christmas tree.
That's odd.
Unopened presents underneath it.
Oh, that's strange. Alright, I'm gonna find a door.
Alright, so you...
I hope.
You do find a likely looking door, kind of the flimsiest door. Mm-hmm. It's half, it's step down. Mm-hmm. It's kind of half dug into the ground. So it's probably like a basement access, if that's suitable to you.
Sure.
All right. You try the knob, and it is locked as well, but this looks like you could maybe force it.
All right, I'm going to try to force it open.
All right, so give me a strength plus athletics roll.
What was that?
That was me.
Oh.
That's okay.
All right, I have 4.
Okay. You could burn a blood point if you wanted to
I will.
boost your strength.
Yeah. By 1?
1, yes, I believe it is 1 per blood point.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Okay.
What's the difficulty?
Difficulty 6.
Two.
Great. So, you kind of brace yourself, and you lunge back, give yourself good momentum, you hit the door right where you need to hit it, and it flies open.
Okay. I stumble into the room.
Yeah, you stumble in. So,
I hope there weren't stairs just there. I hope there's a little landing.
No, you're just kind of looking into this long rectangular room. There's rafters overhead, and a lot of pipes and ductwork tracing through.
All right, I'm gonna head toward like the other side of the room to see if there's a way to get into the house from the basement.
Okay, so
Which is weird that there'd be a basement in a house in California.
Indeed.
I find that strange.
It's more like a utility area.
room. Okay.
Yeah. Now you actually, I think, have not just your usual vampiric hypersenses, but you can actually activate, pretty much see in the dark powers, can't you?
Yeah.
Eyes of the Wolf or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
Let's see. Or no, that was under Protean, yeah.
Yeah, I have Protean.
Protean something or other. Let's see.
Or is that animalism?
No, that's what I just looked at.
Oh, Protean.
Protean.
Yeah, Protean is changing body, like...
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. There we go. Eyes of the Beast. Change requires a full turn to complete. Okay. Yeah, you can see perfectly well even in pitch darkness. So
Okay.
I was just curious if you have to turn on lights or not, but you don't.
No.
Okay, so you start moving into the interior of this space. What are you looking for? What's your plan?
I'm looking for anything, but I'm mostly, like
You're
I
just
said...
gonna start shouting, Karen?
No.
Karen?
No, I'm not an idiot.
Chief Hopper on a certain show.
No.
Anyway.
No, basically, I mean, what I told you earlier, a couple minutes ago, is that I'm looking for any sort of way into the house.
Into the house, okay. Very
But
good.
I'm going to, survey the room to see if there's any sign of anything that would lead me to believe that there's somebody here.
Okay. So you're moving through this space. It's extremely untouched.
Yeah.
Just dust everywhere.
Yeah.
This furnace has not been turned on in probably 30 years, so at least. So, and you see a lot of water stains, cobwebs, and so forth. So you don't have to go very far before you find a, just a simple wooden staircase leading up.
Okay. I'm going to take it up.
And there's a door at the top. It's unlocked.
Going in.
So you come out into what's apparently some sort of like utility kitchen area. There's like a mud room. There's a big sink, big basin sink. A lot of just open shelving on the walls with old canned goods and food and stuff. So it's pantry as well. There's a door to your left that provides access out of the house. Doorway to your right provides access to the further interior of the house.
Okay. Wait, what was the left again?
Outside door.
Okay, no, I'm going to go into the house.
Yes. All right, so you pass into what's clearly the more sort of functional kitchen area. Actually has tiled countertops, regular sink, cabinetry. There's a nice big window over the sink, allowing ambient light in. Not sure. Yeah. And So you are moving into the house, and I'm just going to check something here to see if you might have to roll something. Okay.
Like against a ghoul attack, maybe?
Ghouls. Let's see. Okay. That's fine.
That
What
doesn't
is
sound
your wits plus awareness?
7.
Thank you. Okay.
Oh no. Oh god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh shit.
Okay. So, all right. So basically, you're moving through the kitchen. Then, without even really knowing how or even when it happens, suddenly somebody is right behind you with one arm around your chest and the other arm holding a knife right to your throat.
I'm not that scared.
And there's a voice whispering in your ear, "All right, puto, who are you? Why are you here? Quick now before I slit your throat."
I'm looking for someone.
Yeah, and who's that?
Yeah. It's Karen.
Karen who?
Who the fuck are you?
I'm asking the questions here, bitch.
Anyway, you seriously do not want me. So, can I sense he's a kindred?
He is.
Oh shit! Never mind.
Yeah.
I'm here to see. I'm looking for some. I'm looking for my sire.
So you feel the grip relax slightly, and then another voice speaks. It's the voice of a boy.
Oh.
He says, "That's all right, Joaquin." And so the arm retracts, the knife pulls away, the kitchen
like-
lights turn on,
Yeah.
and you see in the doorway leading into the dining room, there's a young adolescent boy standing there.
He's a kindred.
He's got porcelain pale skin,
Oh god.
this angelic golden blonde hair. He's one of the most beautiful people you've ever seen, regardless of gender.
Yeah.
You know, and he's just wearing like, you know, a fairly nice outfit, but kind of casual. You know, at the same time, like a slacks, nice shoes, a dress shirt that's slightly unbuttoned, sleeves rolled up. You know, he's got his hands in his pockets. You know, and he says, "Who are you?"
I'm Aaron.
"Yes, Aaron." And he's kind of squinting at him. "I've seen you before."
At this point, it feels like such a distant memory.
Yeah.
And I don't even know why he would recognize me, so I'm a little nervous.
Yeah.
Like, from what?
You were on one of the soaps.
Oh, right. Invitation to Love.
That's the one?
Yeah.
Well, that explains why you haven't been on lately.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah. I'm just looking around the room.
Sorry. Christopher Houghton.
So I shake his hand.
This is my associate, Joaquin Murrieta.
Hello.
He just kind of is like resheathing his knife, you know.
How long have you guys been staying here?
Oh, this is just one of our little stop-offs, you know.
So I'm looking for Karen Anatos.
Yes, Karen. I love her. Mistress Black. Mm-hmm. Yes. I thought I'd heard something about her getting into a spot of trouble.
Right. Yeah, she is. That's why I'm looking for her.
Well, happy to help.
Where is she?
She's safe. I can tell you that much. I can tell you're anxious to find her.
Yes.
But, and he kind of like withdraws his hand from his pocket again and sort of like runs it up your shirt, you know. I don't want you to go away.
Why?
Well, I just want to talk a bit. Is that alright?
Okay, so now I'm getting weirded out. Now I'm a little nervous. This is weird. I need to know where she is. I need to see her.
Alright, fair enough. Tell you what, let's go on a little road trip. Did you come here in a car?
Okay, now I don't trust these guys. I'm freaking out, but I have to know where she is. Well, yeah.
Great.
Why don't you want me to leave?
Well, I don't know. I don't get to talk to many television actors very often. Even though I believe the medium is pretty much dead at this point, honestly.
That blows my mind.
You only get one golden age, really. As they say. So let's talk a bit. It's a little bit of a drive. She's down in Santa Monica.
All right. Yeah, sure. No, that's fine. Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Great. Joaquin, you want to come along?
I would love for him to come along. Yeah.
Yes. Great. Let's head out.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna go.
All right. So we walk back into the house.
Yeah.
Past all these like dust-covered bits of furniture, you know. And
so this is a good space for you guys to.
Oh yeah, no one comes around here.
Yeah, nobody.
The former owner of this house bludgeoned his wife to death and nearly killed his daughters. What was that, Joaquin? 1959. Joaquin says, "Yeah, I think so. Yeah. About 30 years ago. Oh,
wow.
Goodness, how time flies. Remember reading about it in the papers. Walk down the stairs to the driveway.
Yeah, this kid.
Oh, this is yours then?
Yeah, it's not very much to speak of, but,
Please. I think you'll find that, circumspection is the key to a long life. You don't want to be too flashy.
Yeah.
There's no pride here.
Right. So I open up the back and Joaquin can sit there and Christopher can sit in the front if he wants to.
Okay.
All right.
So you head out.
Okay.
So along as you drive along, you know.
So I'll tell him, I'm like, Bella sent me here.
Oh, Bella, good chap.
What's his story?
Oh, you know, he's a bit cracked. I think he used to do children's parties back in his mortal life.
Well, he's
always played Dracula.
Yeah.
You know, didn't really come through too well. Most of those Malkavians are like that. They all have something going on with them.
What's a Malkavian?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. You keep forgetting you're fresh out of the pond, as it were. You little tadpole.
It's so creepy, this kid talking to me like this. Like he's so old and like beyond his years, but I'm like, it's like really disorienting.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, you poor thing. And your sire getting into all that trouble. Probably didn't have any time to really teach you anything, did she?
I don't think she well, how does she know you guys?
Oh, she doesn't know us. I know her. I keep tabs on her.
Everyone seems to. So now I'm getting pissed again.
Yeah.
Everyone seems to have kept tabs on her, but nobody let her know that she's not the only vampire. She thinks she's the only vampire.
Oh, that's her problem, isn't it?
Well, it's my problem now.
Anyway, I don't think she's quite as naive as she makes out. She's not stupid. She's survived this long.
I'm not saying she's stupid. I'm just saying, like, if people had let her know she shouldn't do certain things, then we wouldn't be in this mess.
Good point. Can't argue with that.
Anyway.
Well, hindsight's 20/20, as they say.
All right. So...
What I want to know is...
No, what's an Alcavian? You didn't tell me.
Oh, don't worry about that.
No, I am curious.
Oh, well, they're just another one of the clans, if you will. I believe you're Gangrel, right?
I show my eyes. Yeah.
Jolly good.
Put my sunglasses back up.
You lupine, you coyotes are all the same. Ah, good times, good times. Well, anyway, what I want to know is what's coming up for Barbara.
I'm really afraid that my time on that show is...
Well, I know, but you must have been privy to some secrets before they kicked you off.
All right, okay. Well, you know that Barbara was locked in that basement.
Yes.
By her, deranged... Well, it's like her mortal enemy in the town.
Sure.
Samantha.
Uh-huh.
So Samantha was keeping Barbara hostage, the last I remember.
Right.
And...
That's still the case.
It is still the case.
They're really drawing it out.
They are. They're going to probably make it go through Christmas, because they're probably... What I was remembering them saying was that they were going to figure out a way for Barbara to escape in time for Christmas. Because, they have those Christmas episodes where it's just like... They have Christmas for like 3 weeks.
Right.
And then not a lot happens at that time anyway. So she's still going to be held hostage. But I think what they're going to do is... I think one of her... Because, Barbara has, like, multiple personalities.
Right.
So what they're going to do is they're going to have her dissociate. I think that's what they called it. And one of her other personalities is going to figure out a way for her to escape out of the basement trap.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yes,
So,
that makes sense.
Because I think Samantha's going to push her so far, and it'll trigger her to have a psychotic break, and then that personality will come out and try to protect Barbara and help her escape from the basement. So.
Excellent.
So hopefully that helps you.
It does. I just like to keep up on those developments, because sometimes, things get a little hectic and I miss a few episodes or whatever, so.
I didn't know you were such a fan.
Oh, I gotta pass time some way, and I don't know. I mean, television, movies, what's it all mean? It's all getting a bit old, isn't it?
Maybe, but I don't know. I think it's still a viable medium.
Well, for now, I think the future lies in multimedia experiences.
How would that work?
Well, combining things. For example, you could have a television show that the viewers participate in, perhaps in helping to determine the outcome of a season. Or you could have a movie where the audience has some sort of control device where they can vote on different outcomes in each scene, so the movie is never quite the same each time you go to see it.
That sounds pretty cool.
You know that movie Clue?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did that sort of thing. There was, 3 different endings?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember reading about that.
Yes, yeah, producers came up with that idea. We'll just say I had a little bit of a hand in it.
Is that why you live in Hollywood?
Yes, of course.
I don't take that for granted.
Yes, shame that movie didn't do as well. I blame the writers. But, there's only so much I can do, really.
Are we there yet?
Oh, yes, just take a left right there.
Alright, so I'm, like, completely freaked out.
He's kind of been, staring at you steadily the entire time. Just sitting in his seat but looking at you the entire time.
Yeah.
Not taking his eyes off of you.
Yeah. So,
you take a left onto Santa Monica Boulevard.
Uh-huh.
And you drive down for a ways.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, I believe it's... You're kind of going through kind of a industrial part of it.
Right,
it's just sort of ugly, bunch of ugly buildings, big parking lots, convenience stores. It's like, yes, I believe it's right over there.
Okay.
And he's pointing at a gray building situated in the middle of the block.
Right.
Nothing really around it.
Yeah.
It's like a
just
parking lot.
really nondescript.
There's a parking lot on either side. Sitting in front of the building, patiently, on its haunches, is a coyote.
How is he gonna know it?
You only got one success.
Yeah, that's true. He's like, I'll just wait here so you know for sure. So we get out of the van.
You step out of the van.
The coyote.
You're looking up at the building.
I'm also looking at the coyote.
It's a 2-story building. It's a store on the ground floor, glass fronted. A large Mylar backlit sign proclaims the name of the place to be Aero, A-E-R-O, Hobbies.
Okay.
A-E-R-O.
Yeah. Hobbies?
And Hobbies. And we will leave it off at that.
No. Are you serious?
Quite.
Why?
2-hour, 45-minute session. That's about right. So, anyway, we'll pick it up again very soon. I promise. And continue on.
All right.
Hey, man, we can't have you find Karen right at the ending point of the session. So, I mean, actually interacting with her. And whatnot.
Yeah, I know. All right, fine.
But the coyote is here, so you know Karen's
Yeah, I
here.
know it. I got it. Thank you very much.
All right. Any final thoughts before I turn off the recording?
No.
Oh, do we want to do
what
XP?
Yeah.
All right. Let's do the XP.
Oh, man.
You can say what you learned.
What have I learned? I've learned that my wolf eyes are kind of weird for people to look at.
You think?
Yeah.
All right.
I learned... Oh, what?
All right, so you get 1 point automatically.
Okay.
Okay, so learning curve. What have you learned?
What have I learned?
Yeah.
My eyes freak people out.
Sure.
Yeah. I learned that diablerism is very diablery is an incredibly heinous crime, and what Louis is asking of me is absolutely essentially impossible. And even with his protection, I'm just a pawn to him. And I learned that that Petrodon is part of the Camarilla, and that if Louis is involved with the Camarilla, then the Anarch state is going to be incredibly thrown into some type of chaos about it because they feel like he has their back, but he really doesn't.
Yes.
Let's see.
You learned a lot.
I learned a hell of a lot.
You learned a lot. So take that point.
Oh, okay.
You learned Nosferatu and
You did. I mean, there's a lot that I learned. Okay.
A lot. All right. You definitely carried out the role of your character well, not only entertainingly, but appropriately. Absolutely.
Oh, that's a point.
That is a point.
I also, one of my goals is to find Karen, and I did.
You did. So the goal thing comes in at the end of the story.
All right. Well, I found Karen.
You did. And not many opportunities for heroism this time. But you know what? I'm going to give you an extra point for role-playing, because I thought you were really inhabiting that character very well.
All right.
And if anything, for that improvised monologue about the soap opera story. Although I know you were probably stitching it together.
I was totally pulling it from One Life to Live. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. So how many points did that give you?
3.
3 total.
Yeah.
Yeah. 3 plus 3, right? So you got 6 total. Yeah.
No, I have 7.
Oh, you have 7. Even better. Okay.
Oh, so 4. You gave me 4.
Right.
I had 3 to start.
Yes.
And
You
now I
get
have
the 1
7.
automatically, 1 for learning, 2 for role playing.
Yeah.
Plus the 3, 7. Good. Care to do anything with them right now?
No.
All right.
No, I'm holding on to these.
Hold on to that. All right.
Uh-huh.
Just as well.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Well, thank you very much.
That's that.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I have so many ideas.
I'll bet you do.